Sarah, can you hear me? Okay. Let me pull a card for you. I had a little bit of time, so I just thought I'd come on. Actually, you had sent me that thing before where you wanted something, didn't you? Right? Okay. Those were the questions that were in the email, right? Okay. So maybe what I'll do, actually, this is great because this is almost like private right now. So what we'll do is we will do those ones for you, like that one. I took that off the menu or whatever, but we'll do that one. One second. Okay, hi. I'm back here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm probably gonna turn this into a private later for you, Star. I'm just keeping this open because other people asked me about. Oops, sorry. Why is that moving? Okay. Had asked me about one, so I'm going to. I'll just do it for you since this is easier to get this done right now. To be honest, and it's actually nice that it's kind of quiet. So 1 second here. I should actually take the. I wonder if I can set it to private for you right now. Let me see. I have your email, so let me see. 1 second, girl. Well, I know that you don't mind like the doing it on the live sometimes, so that's why I was, gonna just say that. But we can do it whenever. So let me just clarify. I'm sorry, I'm having computer trouble. Oh, hi, Jamil family. How are you? How are you? How's the restaurant? How's life? How's everything? It's lovely to see you too. I'm so glad that you could join us today. That's wonderful. It's a weird time. I don't usually come on at this time. Hi, soulmate. Okay, that's fine. Now Star is just emailing me that she's going to come back in 10. So actually, I was about to turn this into a pride for her, but actually, let me just pull cards for you guys if you want. And how are you? How's your family? How is everything? I still think of okra when I see your username. If what am I doing? Sorry, I'm trying to multitask and it's really not going well. If Jamil family or soulmate, if either of you wanted to drop a question, I'd be happy to do a yes or no for you guys. Otherwise, I'm going to turn this into something else. You guys hear me? I don't know. Yes, for sure. I think there's something slow here with my chat, for sure. Sarah just emailed me back. I had to do a longer reading for hers, but I was going to print it private. But okay. Yes, okay. Please, I've been needing your help. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Stability and divine. Oh no. Is it like that the long vid? I guess the long one and the short one. Like they said, the long one is really not that great, but about having. Oh goodness, my computer connection is unstable again. Oh, goodness. There we go. Hopefully that works. Okay. For sure. Yeah, Melody, no problem. Okay, so if soulmate is still here, so yeah, so Jamil, what would is there some specific thing we can direct her to? Jamil family, or Jamil, I don't know. So, like, do you want to ask for guidance, or do you want to kind of oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Melody. Sorry, guys, 1 second. I was going to do this private reading for Sarah, and then I've changed everything up, so it's all changing. Let me just okay, let's just see what spirit gives us. You know what's really weird, Jamil family? I hate calling you Jamil family. I don't know why, but I'm going to pull something from here as well. Okay, 1 second. My connection should be good now. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. Oh, Celia. Okay, thank you very much. I'm just going to pull some cards here for Jamil, and then, yes, spirit guides angels. Maybe I wonder why I have that feeling. Okay, so thank you for everyone who's waiting patiently. Apparently, this is turning into a regular short live stream, so that's perfectly fine. It's what spirit wants. So I'm going to pull a card here. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Jamil family, for Jamil family's highest good, please give Amy a message that she needs. Please for anxiety, protect me during this reading for her highest good. What is a general message to anxiety? Spirit guiding those ancestors of Jamil family for Jamil family for Amy's highest good. Okay. Okay, thank you, Celia. I'll just I will finish this card for Jamil family, and then we will get to that. I'll update the list. Okay, I'm just gonna pull again, Amy, just because I looked back at the chat and I wanted to focus. But firstly, just I wanted you to know that these cards fell out and they're all like kind of positive message cards. So first thing is that I think Spirit is like telling you spirit guides are with you. You're not alone on this. And you know, that kind of like this too shall pass type of energy. That's not to speak to how hard things are right now. But let's just see if there's a specific message. So it seems like they're giving you more general guidance, like they're standing at an arm's length. I just got, Amy, I just got like, you know how sometimes a parent really wants to come and run towards their child sometimes when there's like a moment of need in the playground or something, but you kind of hold back in that moment because you know everything's okay, but they have to like learn this lesson for themselves. I just got an image like that for you. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Melody. 1 second. Let me see if I can raise the volume. 1 second, let's do that. So I'm just on Jamil family. Let's see if we can hear. Yes, I am speaking a bit quietly today. So let's see. Okay. A general message for the, is there a general message for any, not a general, specific message? Wow. Okay. So we thought, hi Bianca, hi everyone coming in. Sorry if I don't see you guys. So I don't know if you just saw, Amy, like those 3 cards fell out, which I felt was a general kind of like everything's going to be okay. And then I asked for a specific message, and this is kind of like technically the 9 of Swords in this deck. So it's Spirit is pointing at that, means it's confirming for you. The universe is confirming that they are aware. I mean, this, some people actually say the word anxiety with this card. Up late at night, worrying, thinking, not being able to find the answers you need, potentially not sleeping well, physical health being impaired, but also your thoughts kind of compounding these types of issues. One card that though kind of flipped but didn't fall out while I was shuffling was also the 2 of Cups. And in this type of case, though, I feel like it's, you know, it's an alignment type of card of sorts for your emotions and your anxiety. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. That's kind of an assurance card. I'm not really sure when or how that is, or specifics. They're not really giving me specifics in your case right now, Amy, but they're kind of just like wanting you to know that they're here with you. Okay. And for whatever reason, I kept wanting this deck. I kept wanting to pull this deck. Like for you, it's saying poised, but it came out like, well, anyway, I don't do reverses, but I think you're not feeling yourself, you're feeling unbalanced. So it just wants you to like, it understands that it's a bit of it's challenging right now to maintain your composure, and so maybe don't try to take on more than you can, like work at the pace that universe, your body, your work allows you to. Of course, you might not be able to do everything you want to do or you're used to doing, but it's really oddly, it's actually kind of blocking me from specifics today, Amy. It's kind of like, it just wants to reassure you that you're not alone, that they're with you, and to, oh, I just heard this. Actually, you know, I heard this the other day for someone else too. So for those of you who are new, sometimes I get channeled messages. It's like to ask your team. So this applies to everyone, but this is being initiated through Amy's read, which is that like, just sometimes like say it out loud, like ask your team, ask your angels, like just tell them, you know, this is how I'm doing. Like try to communicate them and ask them for specific signs or reassurance or guidance or something. I'm just getting that they're not really giving me a specific here, but it's all very positive cards, but they're acknowledging that they see you're going through something. So that's kind of, I don't know. I mean, that's all they're telling you. And this is also kind of like a fairy or an angel. So she's there with you. And a leg up is at the bottom of the deck. So I think things are going to get better. Oh, I think your children or your family might be worried about you. You might be really like the one who's always together with the mother, like kind of controlling everything. I don't know. I heard mama bear or something. I don't think you're a mama bear, but anyway, but just like someone who has it together. Your children, if your children want to help you, let them help you, or someone in your family or someone you don't expect to help, who usually doesn't help you, they might want to help you out. Now I'm getting all these weird messages. Okay. So, sorry. At first they were blocking me, and then they just there's something about the kids, or maybe even asking the kids for help, but in a weird way, like using this as a moment to come together. But overall, everything's going to be okay. Okay, one second, guys. I'm just going to clear that energy for a second. But anyway, Jamil family, thank you very much for coming and dropping by and trusting me to pull a card for you and read for you. I always love it when you come by. You're like, you've been here for a while, so thank you. I'm really sorry to hear that things aren't going that well. But overall, it was just kind of like I'm feeling positive energy around you. And even this time, they kind of asked me to use your name directly. So, angel, something about angels, I'm not sure. So everything's going to be okay. So don't worry. You are a mama bear. Oh, okay. I'm trying not to go too far into energy, Sid. So there you go. It was mama bear. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so let me just update the list. So I know, so yes, and thank you for the donation. So 1 second, guys. Let me just, yes, and Stara's like out of here. Okay. Star, I know you said you're driving. I got your email, so do not text me while you're driving. I understand that's not good. So here, let me just update the list, guys. Thank you to everyone who is here today. Hope everyone's doing well. I usually come on Wednesday afternoon, early evenings. How's your restaurant too? I hope your restaurant's going well. Okay, hi Info Entertainment. 1 second. Make sure to like and subscribe. The reads are more accurate when you're actually subscribers. And that's so you guys know, actually. So, okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to just go back. I'm not sure if, okay, so I know we had this. So, okay, thank you for the donations, Leah. Star said she's going to wait. Okay. Free card pull. Is everyone enjoying the beginning of fall? Try to take time to enjoy surroundings and nature. That's for somebody here. I'm not sure who. I think Soulmate is gone. So, Melody and thank you, Info. 1 second. Let me just. I don't think Bianca. I remember you, Bianca. How are you? I don't know if you're still here, but Info. Sometimes I remember I need to come on more regularly, but I do remember some names, especially when I suddenly see them. YSR. I'm not sure if YSR wants to read. I'm just putting it all down on the list here. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just pull for Celia first. Sarah will wait. So after Celia, I'll get to Melody. And 1 second, guys. So Celia's question was, is A's next actions towards me Sag? Can you tell me your, just since it's a little pull, can you tell me your sign? It'll actually hopefully it'll allow us to tap in better. Celia, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors of Celia. Let me just see what deck they want me to use. Intentions, actions. All right, they want this deck. It's weird they're being very specific with decks. I don't think I've read for you either before, or at least it's not reminding me if I did. Okay. Hi, Alpha. Yes, I will stick you on in a sec, Alpha. I'm just, as usual, I came on thinking of something else, and I was going to do something for Stara, and then, yeah. But I'm happy to be here. I love having an opportunity to just kind of pull cards for the collective. It's a different kind of energy flow. Okay, so Celia, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors. Let's see. Did Celia tell me her sign? So if Celia is here, Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Celia, please give us a direct, clear answer only for our spread for A's actions towards Celia. Please give her the insight she needs for her highest good. Clear answers only. Clarity. Celia, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Spirit guides. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Okay. I'm just getting something. 1 second. So what's going on here? Sorry, there's just something there's some energy just trying to come through, Celia. Hold on, regarding your question. I'm just trying to ask Spirit to clarify it for me. Next action. So I know obviously there's always a reason you guys are asking these questions, but there is a specific reason here why you're asking this question. So there's something, this is not just something you want to know, but this is something in the Sag, something about the Sag, or something they've done or said, or something is motivating this. Okay, Spirit. So clear answers only. Clear answers only. Wow. Okay. Crap. Sorry, I'm feeling more sometimes when I feel too much energy and I want a clear answer spread, Celia, I'm negotiating here directly with spirit guides, asking them to give me clear answers. Hold on. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors for Celia's highest good. Because I don't want it to become a messy reading. Celia wants to know A's next actions towards them at this moment. At this moment. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. So I don't, I'm going to, okay. So I'm not going to read the inverted cards in the way if you guys are used to YouTube readings, but I will acknowledge their presence. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to bring these down. Oh, this way. Okay, there's something else going on here, Celia. Let me just understand why this is a bit more. It might not be nothing. Anyway, so overall, let me just see that their next actions towards you seem to be that there is a desire or an intention to communicate. And some of that might be motivated by you again, or something you've done or you've inspired them to do, or like them wanting to live up to something better or something like that. There has been a period in the recent past, or it is currently in place, of a little bit of uncertainty, or just not, this person hasn't been able to decide something. They've been stuck in their head about something. It's just something about their thoughts, but it's led to a shift in the energy in this connection. So the intention is that they do want to kind of come towards you, speak, communicate. There's 2 cards here of classical cards of communication, because I'm going to read a simple 4-card spread, but there is something in their thoughts holding them back. But I do feel your energy all over this, Celia, too. Like it's like there is something here in the past or in present where there's been some worry and concern, or people overthinking, or I don't know if it's something that happened between you guys, but whatever the situation is, whether it's simply you're new or you guys have known each other for a while, although I feel this to be a more older energy for some reason, I'm not sure why, although it's flanked by 2 newer energies, their intention and action is to speak and come towards you with something meaningful. And something meaningful as per what you have either made clear to them or something that has become clearer to them. I want to say the words demands, but I don't think it's a demand, but like in their mind, like something you have pointed out to them. They have been in a period of not knowing, though, what that is, of being unclear about like setting their intention. But it seems to mostly communicate potentially like, if this was like whether this is like a friend, not a family, or it could be a family member, whoever it is, or romantic or whatnot, like something tangible, like not just a text, but it should be like it's something like wanting to see you, or changing the energy dynamic between you guys, potentially an apology, although I don't think, not apology, but some way to like get over some kind of hump, or to get over some awkwardness. There's still a little bit of energy of hesitation of action. So there's a hesitation of action, but there is also a very strong presence of a wanting to communicate. They might even be holding themselves back a little bit. I don't know if you've done something for that, but that's what I'm just getting off, like kind of a off of a simple spread. Let me just see one more thing. Sorry, let me just do one thing before, because for the 4-card spreads, I want to keep them simple, because I have a tendency, for those who know me, to go into really in-depth reads. I'm just feeling one more thing, and I'm just trying to sense what this is. I'm feeling for some clarity. Yeah, there's something here historically. Oh, you guys okay, that might make sense. Sorry, I'm just looking at your chats now. Yeah, you're new, but you met years ago. That's why it's, yeah, like we have new energy, but like the supportive energies, there's not, like it's not just like randomly, this is the first time you've ever met this person. An apology might make sense because he cut off. Okay, so maybe that's why there's a little bit of that, and also maybe why I hesitated about saying apologies, because maybe he feels like he doesn't want to apologize, or like, and that might also have to do with, he can this person, I don't know if I'd say they're intuitive or anything, but like this person can like feel people's energies effectively. So I think they can sense what your expectations are, and they're very well aware. Okay, one last thing, Celia, before I go. I don't know why this is like a very oddly guided message coming for you. This person knows what they're doing. I don't know what that means. So in the future, if you guys continue to get to know each other, or things develop or progress in certain ways, and they do something, it could be something minor, like you said, like just blowing you off or whatever, this is not somebody who is just like, oh, I forgot. This person knows what they're doing. That doesn't mean that they are a bad person or have bad intentions, but they are emotionally intelligent. So when they even if they're acting immature, they're acting like they don't care, they know if something's upsetting you, or they know if they cut off this meeting or whatever, that's annoyed you. Whether that affects their actions, though, is a whole different story, but they're aware, which actually makes sense with this little bit of a spread, to some healing and stuff going on. This person has some stuff going on too, and so do you. Or not you, meaning your guys' energy connection, but their desire is to communicate with you. Their higher self wants to communicate with you and make it meaningful, meet up for like something simple, lighthearted, but yet meaningful. And they seem to be wanting some sense of like balance around that. But at the same time, they're not sure. It's a little bit of game playing going on here, but not in like a bad way, but just kind of in a flirtatious game. Like, okay, anyway, sorry, that went longer than I intended to. But that's what I have for you, Celia. Yeah, and he knows that. That's crazy. Let me get you, I know for the 4-card spreads, let me just get some advice here before I go for Celia. What is some advice for Celia? Because there is like history, or there's some other energies going on, or this person. I do feel that he likes you, though. He does like you, Celia. So what we have for you, we have advice. So I wanted to pull one for you, but we got in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. So it's kind of like, just take it one step at a time. Don't try to go too fast. Don't try to go too slow. And like, I guess for you guys, especially, not hitting bumps on the road is really important right now for your guys' success. Something that also came out was get the big picture view from above. So step back if you're getting in your head, or he's getting in his head, to kind of look at the bigger picture. Like you said, maybe you guys, even though you're aware of each other from a long time ago, even though you're kind of new now, like think about the bigger picture, and also where you want to go, what you want. from this connection. Think about it from a bigger perspective in terms of the decisions you make. Okay. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's kind of came through. I have this for those of you. Sometimes spirit like doesn't tell me anything about what they're reading, and I'm kind of really like pulling for it, and then they start giving me all this stuff, and I don't want to get so deep into it, and then it gets really weird when I'm reading for people. And that's why it goes so long sometimes. But anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate you trusting me with your energy and letting me read for you. Best of luck. And come back and update me regardless. Certainly come back and let me know what's going on with them. I would love to kind of get the, the background, the info on this person. Okay, so if people are still here, let's see. I don't think Star has already emailed. Okay. He's more sneaky. Yeah. Yes. Okay. That's why there's some of that sneaky energy. Okay. So if Soulmate or Melody are still here, go ahead and drop your questions and let me add. I know that people leave, but that's fine because we were just going. Thank you, Melody, for waiting. I appreciate your yeah, for sure you can donate again. That I would have advised you to do the mini read then, but I mean, just it would have not been easier. I mean, it would have given you a more whole the one question read. But yes, absolutely, you can donate as much as you like. So Melody, go ahead and drop your question. Because with the one question read, I try to get a sense of what's gone in the past, but sometimes we get that. Let me add Alpha here, if Alpha is still here. Alpha 22. I don't know if Feisty is still here, but I will add them. 3ST. Why? Okay. Yeah, I'm just for sure, no problem, Celia. You posted above. Okay. Let's see. Will you want me back? We have a baby. Oh my goodness. That's just me, Melody. Sorry, I'm like, how dare he mess with you when you guys have a baby? That is not okay. But that's just my opinion. That's not the opinion of the cards. Okay, I'm just trying to decide which deck to use for this. Let me see. Do you know? Do you have your signs, Melody? I want to make sure I pick the right deck for this question because the question's making me mad. Just me, not. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and Melody for Melody's Hive. Back. Yeah, I'm gonna pull a tarot, but I want to get a quick read just because, like I said, I'm already annoyed at you. Spirit guides. Oh yeah, no worries. I got her. Pisces or Virgo retrograde. Okay, obviously, if people have, a family together and they leave, obviously there's a lot more to things than we're going to pick up on a one card spread or a two card spread. But let's just see to your questions. Your guys' angels answers. There's a Melody for Melody's High is good. She really just at this point, because I'm also hearing Melodies that they want you to think about certain things more deeply. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's about him, you, or whatever, but so right now I'm asking your spirit guides to just answer the question you're asking in this moment, which is will he back? Will he back? Okay, that might make sense because that's why I was like feeling there's other things. So that actually might make a lot of sense because, okay, spirit guides, just I'm having a conversation with this. Just answer Melody for what she needs. Okay. I'm just going to use a tarot to clarify that. Which tarot will I use? No, I'm going to use a little one. Okay. So, yeah, no, I understand. Like, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I can feel that there's history here. Obviously, I mean, anyone, I mean, you don't need tarot to understand there's history, but even the cards and the energies are making me feel like there's history here. So I'm just trying to ask spirit guides that in this moment you've asked, about him wanting you back. And so, of wanting you back. So what do you need to hear to the question that's sitting most heavily on your heart right now? So short answer is yes. Yes, because like this is from this other deck. But anyway, they're considering, I mean, this is not the last word. You both are still kind of negotiating, as it were, like meaning tempting offer. Like this is something that's still dynamic in play. So yes, absolutely, this person could be back, might want to be back. You guys might be both like kind of in a bit of emotional warfare right now. Just need something to clarify that. Okay, so this person is kind of not operating from their best self right now, like you just said. Like maybe you guys have had fights, you've had history or whatever. This person is the Pisces, they're feeling a little insecure about things, whether or not they're the ones who did something wrong or they're the ones who caused it to get to this point. Nonetheless, they're not feeling in their masculine self, like in the concept of divine masculine and divine feminine. So they're just not feeling in that way. Like they're at kind of at a lower vibe right now, but they are certainly aware that like they have a sense of responsibility around you and this baby, I think, and just what you guys have together. And I do feel some love here. Like I do feel it even between this person does care about you, and love you, but I don't know about actions and history between you guys, but nonetheless, yeah, there's certainly, as it stands out, these are current energies. Remember, energies change because we have free will, but this person they don't think this is the last time you guys are interacting. They think this is going to continue. They're trying to think of how to come forward, but they're not really in that kind of, they're not being like a man or a father or that kind of role right now, like a good partner. So, but they're considering it. So, I mean, just, pray to your guides, ask your angels for guidance on how to proceed, and hopefully you'll have some guidance and come back the next time I'm on and we can pull another card for sure. But thank you so much for letting me read for you. What was I kind of lost, but he left me no choice. I forgot what were the cards. The cards were this was tempting offer and I just wanted to clarify that with the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and we also had the King of Cups, I think, but it was inverted, and I just wanted to acknowledge the inversion for that one. So that's what we have. So if you read, you're aware, like obviously I think the Knight of Pentacles is a good sign that something is not necessarily over. There's love here. There's a desire to make things right. So yeah, the Knight was. But just so you know, Melody, I don't read certain inversions. And now, of course, if you feel compelled to reinterpret the cards through your interpretation, do that. Do whatever you feel is right. But I don't do that because that's not historically. There were no inversions back in 12th century here. But that's just, everyone does their own thing. So do whatever you feel intuitively drawn to, of course. But yes, the Knight was upright. I understand, like I've seen this whole like blow up of like YouTube tarot and things like that, which is cool. I think it's really great for people to get involved in stuff. But unfortunately, I'm one of these people who like studied tarot and astrology. So it's like different. Also, you should look into both of your North nodes. That might help you guys too. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the list. So I think Bianca's gone, but if Bianca or Info Entertainment is here, go ahead and drop your guys' questions. And best of luck to you, Melody. Certainly, yeah, come back and update me. I hope things work out. I'm just hearing, I'm not sure if you did anything with the moon for something. I know you said this happened just recently, but even though we're like outside of the technically full moon, new moon, whatever, we're in an auspicious time right now, just astronomically. So, take advantage of that to take care of yourself. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hi, Bianca. How are you? Go ahead, drop your yes or no card pull. Okay. Oh, and then, sorry, I got to update the list. And then Celia donated again. Okay, so I'll pull for Bianca and then I will do Celia again. Okay. 1 second. Oh, and Rupali wants to be added to the list. Okay, so we're going to go back to Celia after this. Okay, so Celia, I'm just going to pull for Bianca. Was JS telling me the truth on conversation? Ugh. I don't know why I just felt that when you just asked the truth. I just felt that. I don't know why. Okay, on our conversation Monday night. I'm going to pull from that deck again. Wherever it went. Hold on. Where did I just put that deck? Or maybe I'm not pulling from that deck again. Oh no, it's right here. Okay. So why did I make that Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors of Bianca? How are you, Bianca? So Bianca's house. Good. Was JS the Aries? Telling you the truth. I'm already hearing something about this conversation. I don't know why. Either the answer is important to you or what he wanted you to get from the conversation was important to him. Like someone was taking this conversation more to heart than the other person. Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors. Please give us one clear answer as to whether JS was telling the truth. Was JS telling the truth? Not that again. Well. Okay, I don't know what this was about. Wait, hold on. Let me just try and tune it. Spirit Guides are allowing me to tune in. It's giving me the sense that it was a difficult, like it wasn't just some lighthearted converse. Like it wasn't just like, yeah, I like your cat. It was something more serious than that. That if they've had to make a choice or they had to make a decision about something. Hi, Alea, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'll add you to the list if you wanted a free card pull. Bianca, if this is something to do with a decision or a choice that you or he or your guys' connection has involved, this person, they're processing something themselves. This card says making better choices. Another card with the word choice also popped out under that. So it's like when you ask if they're telling the truth, the answer is kind of like they think they're telling the truth, but they're still like they still have balls up in the air. Like they haven't made their final, they're still figuring out what the truth is. I have no idea what that means. So they told you what they believe. Whoa, 1 second. Something fell. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that clarity. So it is, yes. So basically this person told you the truth, but that doesn't mean they told you everything and certain extra pieces of information that would make whatever the conversation you guys are having would make it, like there's certain pieces of information that they might not have fully yet shared, but whatever little bits they told you on their own, they're not lying. Basically, they're not lying. But they are holding something back, and I'm not sure what that is. I think that's just something that they're trying to figure out themselves as well. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm feeling it very strongly though with the cards. But anyway, that's what I have for you, Bianca. Hopefully that helps or something. Oh, we've been in separation because of a possible favor. He's telling me it's a whole misunderstanding, Bianca. Okay, so okay, I wish people would tell me their background one day. So in terms of what we just saw there, yeah. So okay, let me just rethink about these cards making, because we had choices, making better choices or a difficult choice. So it's possible, like when you said there's a whole misunderstanding. So that's the thing, is that, yeah, maybe he really feels it's a misunderstanding. So he's telling you the truth in that sense. But there is pieces like just exactly what I said, actually. There are things that you, your soul, your higher self can feel you need to know. And he's not necessarily sharing the whole story with you that you want to know. But whatever he's telling you, if he's saying something general like, oh, well, you've misunderstood. Because remember, people have their own concepts of truth. So he feels it's a misunderstanding. Doesn't mean you will. So you might want to push him for more clarity, I think. And that would, yeah, you need to probably push him for more clarity to see if you feel settled. This actually makes sense with that at the bottom of the deck. He also doesn't want to lose you fully. He doesn't want to lose you because we have fear of rejection at the bottom of the deck. But anyway, certainly come back and update me. We can pull a different card next time. So best of luck. I hope things work out. I'm sorry that it's been a tough time, but if it's meant to be, it'll be meant to be. So thank you, Bianca. I appreciate that. I love it when you guys come in like with like honest energy exchange. It's quite good. But yeah, I think, yeah. I think you're right to be guarded, though. Sorry, I just heard that. You're right to be guarded. You're right to be guarded. Okay, I just heard, sorry, I was just updating the list here while I heard something. Look for actions as well. Like if the point is about rebuilding trust, really pay attention to what he's demonstrating beyond his words. Okay, Alia, and yes, I'm so happy that I'm able to see people I don't usually see at a different time. So thank you for dropping by. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Celia. So we're going to do Celia because she donated again, and then we'll continue on with info entertainment if you're still here after Celia. Okay. Go ahead, Celia. Now, I know you dropped your question before, but can you write it again? Let me see if I can go back up and see it. Something about their actions or something. What will be like? Was it something about long term? Spirit guides. I want to pull from the good old popular online deck of the spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Are you here, Celia? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Ancestors. Otherwise, I like to read. Yeah, was it that what you guys will be like long term? Is that the thing? Okay, so one thing is, so technically, again, people read differently, but so historically, tarot is best for kind of current and near term energies. So as much as we would all like to, myself included, force tarot to tell us stuff into the future, the problem is that given free will and all these different energies, it can make it difficult. So let me try and do my best to see what your spirit guides want to reveal. What will Celia and the crap, I already forgot this person's sign. Oh, the Sag, right? Celia and the Sag, what could they be long term? Give me a spread. Give me a movie card spread. Give me a movie card spread, spirit guides, angels. Good for you. We all should manifest, right? Give me a simple 4-card spread for Celia's highest good, what she needs. Really making me shuffle here. Okay, so I'm already feeling that how you guys could be long term, there are different scenarios. So I'm going to ask for like kind of a a best possible scenario as the energies stand right now. So this is kind of like, that's interesting. So I don't know, there's either stuff in your life or this person's life that there are a lot of like there's a lot of different directions this person can go in and you can go in, like because of school, work, career, family, places you're traveling, things going on in the world. So there's like a lot of different threads you guys can both hook onto. But let's just see what guides, angels. So spirit guides, angels, answers, or Celia, if things are going to proceed in the way that Celia wants them to, what would they be like? Okay, give me a phone. I also feel this person has a bit of what do you call, or you or them, I can't quite tell, has a bit of an adventure. There's a bit of a like there's like a bit of not sitting still energy. Someone isn't always sure. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh boy. So these came out this way. I will acknowledge them this way. Okay. So maybe you said there's a shift in the energy. Ah, yes, yes. Certainly. It's at the bottom of it. Okay, so there's a desire from both of you to want to move this forward, actually. So there's a desire that you both kind of want this to succeed at this point where you both are at. Like, so as it stands today in middle of September 22, you both kind of are excited and interested to see how this goes. Long term, there could be, this is something that could grow into like a meaningful, oh, you get bored very quickly. So I just looked into the main. Yeah, this is true. It's hard to say. So that's what actually, let me just stop for a minute. That's why I was just saying, I'm seeing a lot of threads, and like you both have so many other things going on, like especially like, I mean, we all do, but some more than others. So I'm feeling that for you. So in the kind of scenario you're asking, like I asked for best possible scenario, this could certainly grow into, as it stands right now, a positive, nurtured connection. It, you know, it might take a bit of time and some effort, but it can certainly be a loving and meaningful connection. Wherever the earth placements are in your or his chart, I feel like there is an earth placement somewhere or prominence, whether it's planets or the house that the planet falls into the natal houses, but there's some thing anyway that might give you that might reveal to you something else about the potential of this relationship. They're just giving me this message of, okay, so I do astrology as well, and so they're kind of guiding me to say that if you've already looked at charts and synastry, or if there are ways for you to access those types of things, that, you know, because astrologically sometimes you can tell if you're gonna someone and you are destined, so that might be something worthwhile. Anyway, that's a side thing. This is a connection that, though, seems to be one that is going to, it's so funny that you said being bored, like, again, so like I said, I don't read the inverted messages, but I just feel like acknowledging them here in a different way. There's a potential for, like when you said getting bored, or for just like not being able to, like, you guys, I think both of you actually, this way you might match each other well, expect a certain sustaining in the energies between the two of you. Like, meaning you both need a certain amount of energy to keep the fuel, you know, like different cars take different amounts of gas, right? So like, you know, like, so you both take a lot of gas. So something in the long term could be, that would be something you would have to consider, is that not getting far away from each other and having to put that effort in to make time for each other. I'm feeling travel. Like I'm getting like, I mean, technically the card that would be Sagittarius in the ninth house has not come out astrologically speaking, but I don't know why I feel it. Anyway, but overall, again, we have wish fulfillment here coming out as well. So there's a lot of strong potential in this connection. You said you've been manifesting them. They're feeling that draw. And you know what? I feel like they're the type of person, I mean, not right now, I don't know if they're into this type of stuff or not, but they're the type of person who might actually be flattered by the fact to be like, they'd be like, oh, you manifested me. Like, yeah, that's cool. I'm pretty cool. Like, I don't know, like I can feel kind of like a healthy type of like sometimes I mean an ego, that obviously ego can sometimes turn negative, but sometimes it can be healthy as well. Oh, you've already looked at your hello, Roberto. How are you? Many blessings to you too. I really like it when you say that. How are you? Yeah, you've looked at both your chart. Yeah, so something, if you know his houses, like if you know his time of birth and houses, look for planets like in your seventh and stuff. But anyway, so long term, yes, there's good potential in this connection. I'm going to pull one oracle. There's a desire at this stage. There's right now a desire for both of you to want to make it work. There's a little bit about like putting the effort and making sure you're both on kind of like the same page, and like meeting, again, like that thing about meeting expectations. Like even though you guys might have a good alignment, how you live your 3D lives day to day, like you might have certain ways you expect a partner to come towards you, and that's fine to have expectations and standards, and he might as well, the same. And that's where you guys need to feel your way through it. But there's a strong attraction here, and there's a lot of potential success here. It's early, and I think the cards are showing that it's early, but it's nothing but positive indications. This is a person who, actually, one way you might be able to know if you guys are making progress is that this is someone who might want to like give you the things you want, if that makes sense. Like say if you're just like, oh, I've really always wanted to travel to this country. I've really always wanted to go on this roller coaster or something, whatever it is. Or I've always, wanted to have a picnic at, by the beach, whatever it is you want. They would want to they would do that. They would surprise you with that thing that you want. And it doesn't have to be a surprise. They'd want to give it to you. That is one way you know that you guys are heading in the right direction. This person would want to give you the things you need. They're not someone, when they're in love, and I think maybe this applies to you too, and the connection, like if someone becomes cold or emotionally unavailable, then this is not heading in the direction that spirit and universe wants. It's when it's someone's emotionally available and you're feeling like happiness and satisfaction is when you know it's headed in the right direction. With the only thing, hold on, let me just meditate on these two cards really quickly. One or two of you there's a potential tendency for one of you guys to kind of like maybe withdraw. Like this could be further down the line because we're asking long term, or the potential of long term. Again, it's just being able to put the effort through those points when you're not fulfilling each other. That's the quote unquote like potential hang up, but spirit's showing that that's surmountable. So I'm going to pull you one overall because it's a long-term thing. Have you done a synastry of your charts as well, so you can look at how your conjunctions and things line up for long-term? Is there a card here for they're not wanting to give me a card from here for long-term. Let's see if they don't. Oh, and as soon as I said that, it fell. Ooh, passion. Yes. Okay, cool. So again, I purposely reframed the question while I was shuffling to just say in the best possible scenario. In the best possible scenario for the oracle, we get passion. So allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So the thing is, I think we see that consistently here. There's potential for a lot of love and a lot of connection in this relationship. Guys, where you'll really be vibing in the best possible scenario and you're both feeling each other. And again, this is the best kind of scenario at this point. Because we're not trying to identify issues, but you have different life paths. So that doesn't mean it won't change. You guys can change your life path at any point, right? Like you can decide, like maybe you had always thought I was going to do X, Y, Z. Like, I don't know how old you are, but like with my life, and then suddenly, I don't know, like then suddenly, but you can say, oh, I was going to go to school here, or I was going to go to grad school here, but now I'm doing this. And you can, like, my point being is that you can change your decisions for someone. So it's how you guys come together. Anyway, that's what we have just for a clear answer on a movie card spread for how the future might look like, but it looks really positive. So I would go forward with spirit's blessing and take it day by day and see how it goes. Oh, no, I don't. I think, does that mean no, you don't for the Sinistry? Sorry, these messages come in late, so sometimes I'm not sure. But it looks good. I feel like there's potential here. But like, that first spread we pulled, like we saw a little bit of like in current energies, we saw things going on that were require some adjustments, or like you're both in a period of how you communicate. So there's a lot of little things that you guys have to iron out, but there's certainly a lot of potential. Yeah, you should do the Sinistry thing. You can, like, even on a free website. I mean, it's not going to be fully accurate, but it'll be accurate enough. It's kind of cool if you're into that kind of stuff. Okay, so thank you again for coming and dropping by. It's lovely to meet you and lovely to read for you. Certainly keep me updated. I'm wishing you the best. Okay, is Info Entertainment or YSR here? Thank you, Celia. I really appreciate that. Hi to everyone coming in new. Make sure to subscribe and like for the most accurate reading. Let's see, what is it? At info. They made a book. Or okay, if either of you are here, let's see, drop your questions. And who's after that? Let's see. Or then Alpha and Feisty after that. Okay, let me just add. I'm not sure if you wanted a free card, Roberto. I don't know if you're still here. You might not be here. But if you are, I'd be happy to pull a card. How was your trip with your friend, Roberto? I hope it went well. Let me just, where'd it go? Feisty is here. Why don't you drop your question, Feisty? Or actually, Alpha, are you here? Feisty or Alpha? Go ahead and drop your questions. So Jefferson. Okay. Yes, you may, Iceman. Okay, so I'm going to assume if Info and why is there left? So Alpha and Feisty want to drop their questions. And Star, I know you can hear me. I might have to get you later. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for Feisty or Alpha first, guys, and then I will see. Yeah, I'll add you. But I am, what do you say? Karma is in effect right now for authentic subscribing. So if you have to subscribe for this to be successful. Let's see. I mean, anyway. Okay. So I don't know if Feisty or Alpha. Let's see. Different vibes at different times of day. That's interesting. Is it not saying your question, Feisty? I can't see your question. Okay, so if you've come in new and I put your name on the list, just wait until I get to you. You don't have to keep, and when I ask you to put your question in again, you can do that. So I'm just going to remove your question for right now, Jefferson. Well, changing the chat mode doesn't cause the question to disappear, but go ahead. You're welcome to do that. Okay, so then Rupali, and I'll do Rupali and Aaliyah if you're still here, and then whoever is in the chat, and then it'll probably go. Maybe it's not the question Spirit wants you to ask. Okay, so Jefferson, I'm going to keep removing your guys' questions until I get to. So Rupali, I'm just going to remove your question until I get to it, okay? But you're on the list, so don't worry. Yes, KS will add you. Just have your questions ready to drop when we call for them, or when I call for them. Did I forget to add Roberta? Okay, so I'm not sure why it's not letting Feisty type. Okay, did I not add KS? Let's see. There was somebody else. Okay, I see your question, Feisty. 1 second. KS and Ritu. How these people ain't gonna be here after a bit. Okay. Okay. Will I get an apartment with a washer and dryer inside because the leasing office today I didn't like the. Will I get? Okay, let's just do a simple yes or no. Will Feisty get her desired apartment? Oh, sorry. Knock things around. Will Feisty get your guys' English ancestors of Feisty for Feisty's highest good? Spirit's watching all of you. I just heard that. Spirit's watching all of you. Someone here in the chat either is connected to someone shady or they've been doing something shady. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Feisty. Will Feisty get the apartment with the washer and dryer the way that Feisty wants it? Will Feisty get the apartment with the washer and dryer inside the way Feisty wants it? Will Feisty, okay, it doesn't want to answer the question. That's weird. Okay, so yes. So the short answer is yes. But it took a while for that to come out for the shuffle. I'm gonna bring this. I don't know why my little. Can you see that? Let's see. I want to come here. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Okay. So yes, short answer, the apartment that you desire, you'll get. Okay, but you said, it's interesting because you said you didn't like the information that they told you today, which kind of comes through here with the cards that are just clarifying that yes, which is the Hangman and the Moon. So if you were feeling like whatever information you received, it's right that it made you doubt or whatever. So there is something kind of that gave you pause and confused you, but it's saying overall that you are going to get the apartment you need. I feel that just your Spirit's kind of advising you to be like positive and reciprocal, like the positive things you do, like if you interact with them in a positive way, like the good that you do comes back to you is kind of what it's saying. But also be careful in terms of money. So in terms of like how you give the deposit or don't, like if you're waiting for them to confirm something, wait to ensure that you're getting what you want before you give an apartment deposit or something like that. I mean, money's involved here, so. Oh, that's so funny. I just said the thing about the deposit and then you wrote that. Looking for a place is stressful and then you get to the me. He told me the one they wanted to rent me. He didn't. Okay, that's weird. Sorry, I said that before. So in that case, I think, which makes sense with this stuff, you're gonna have to be like smart, meaning like you're gonna have to be a little bit on guard in terms of like somehow you're gonna have to negotiate with them. Like you're gonna have to point out that you made this deposit with the understanding that you were going to receive certain things, and that you might have to read through the fine print again of the contract if like the one that you're not able to get the things that you need, something, just keep them on their toes type of thing, make it clear, but do it in a way where you're making it clear, like your expectation is that you're going to get the apartment you want, like believe that you're going to get the one you want, and make it clear that if you don't get the one you want, that was the understanding you had, that then you might have to, take a different step or something like that. Like you just be smart about it. Yeah, I know. I understand. Yeah. But even that's a bit of money. So maybe that's why they're just warning you, like, don't pay the deposit for sure until you have it. But even the application fee, like, I guess that gets returned to you, right? If it doesn't come back, but just make that clear to them that you mean business, I guess. But overall, it like that card is a yes, but I can see that there's some confusion. So something's being sorted out. Hopefully they'll try and be able to get an apartment for you that you need, but somehow you're going to get what you need, or at least Spirit feels that. So that's what I have for you. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. I appreciate you subscribing. Okay, Rupali, can you write your question again? And yeah, and certainly come back and update me again, Feisty, and let me know what's happening. Thank you, Ritu. Yes, SB Pisces, I'll add you in a second. Will Maniac try hard to get me if I stop? Okay, good, Feisty. But I can see like it, like that moon and that hangman. I can understand that it's stressful and stuff, but like, tell Spirit what you need, tell your guides what you need, and hopefully it'll come in something will eventually work out for your highest good. Something eventually work. Sorry, Feisty, just before I move on to Rupali, I'm also just hearing, like you might have to like, because I asked, will you get the apartment you need, is how I kept asking. So it's possible I don't know. It's either you're going to have to like, it might not be like the view you want, or it might be a different building. I'm not really sure, but like the point is just it's unfolding as we speak. So ultimately universe will give you what you need. I'm just not sure if this is we'll see. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yes, you did YSR. So Rupali, will Maniac try? But I'll get you at the end. Will Maniac try hard to get me? Okay, if I start, which card will we use? Let's just keep using this deck. Okay, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors. And I'm gonna actually close my list. Will try hard to get me. Actually, I'm gonna use a different deck. 1 second. Will this person try to get you? Will this person, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors of Rupali for Rupali's highest good? Will the person on her mind try to get her? Okay, so Spirit is advising. Okay, Spirit knows that you guys are both kind of playing games with each other. So these are just yes or no questions, Rupali. So I'm answering the first one. So I'm not sure how he will feel. The free card pulls are just yes or no. So it'll be, will he try to get me if you stop talking to him? If you wanted to know how you felt, that's not for within the free card pull. But I'm gonna expand on answering your free card. So don't worry. Yes, it seems to some degree that when you stop talking to him, he's going to notice it, but he's also going to be aware that you might be doing it on purpose. But that doesn't mean that, just because he knows you're doing it on purpose, maybe you both like playing games with each other. So, it might work out in your favor, but okay. So short answer is kind of like, I'm not sure about hard, but it does seem that he will notice the fact that you might stop talking to him. He will certainly notice it. He'll notice that you guys aren't having good quality time together and you're not giving him as much. So he'll notice it. So that might mean, so he may or may not take actions from that. I'm not entirely feeling it, because the thing is, I can feel very strongly that games are being played. That even shows up at the bottom of this deck. See, at the bottom of the deck, it says games being played. So yeah, so he'll notice it, and then he might want to, and he may or may not take action accordingly, because now you two are fully in a game, kind of thing, as opposed to just being able to talk about your feelings, which I understand is hard. He might not be mature enough and whatnot. So, but yeah, he'll notice it for sure. He'll think about doing something. Whether or not he will, or whether he'll then put you into another game, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's so decide how you want to do it. If you don't want to start playing games, then don't do that. But if you feel though, yeah. So I mean, that just might be the type of person he is, right? So that's just these energies right now. I always think it's better to take a more direct approach with these things, but do whatever you feel that's most comfortable with. But he'll notice for sure. I see that. Okay, let me just. So I don't know if Aliyah or SAA are here. Yeah, no, I understand that. That's hard. That's hard for sure. I understand. Rupali, yeah. So I mean, do what if you don't want to play games, don't play games. I mean, take the ball in your court. But yeah, you're scary because you might lose your friendship or see him for himself. But it's hard. But best of luck. Certainly come back and let me know how things are going. This one, work out from you to return. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of, I think this was Aliyah. Okay, Aliyah, can you remind me what your sign is? Okay, so I'm just going to remove the questions until they're called. I'll add you, Minhu, as soon as I get a chance, but just wait until I ask for guys, angels, ancestors. I don't know why that came up. Check your astrology transits if you want to. I got the big three with you. Sag, Taurus, Moon, and Virgo. Well, so just based on your astrology, I want to say yeah, because even if the universe, that's the kind of big three astrology is of somebody who makes stuff happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, SBL, add you. Sorry, and the next time I'll take the list. Sag with Taurus and Virgo. This is someone who gets stuff done, I feel. I mean, maybe not the most flashy way, but they'll get stuff done. But let's see. Something work out with me. Let's see. Spirit, what do you want her to know? Okay. 1 second. Yeah, okay, well, short answer is yes. Now, is that the university helping out, or the system helping out, or the bank? I don't know. But yes. Your ambitions can't, your spirit and the universe want to help you realize your ambitions. And not to stop, to keep moving. So even if there are little obstacles coming up, they're saying, or even big obstacles, they want you to keep moving. Bottom of the deck, we also have the Six of Wands, and my hand kind of stopped on the world here. So the thing is, these are all cards, kind of success or achievement or accomplishment, victory. So short answer, it seems yes. I'm trying to see if I can sense anything about. It seems like energy. It seems like there has to be some momentum moving, whether, I don't know if you have to push certain things in the system or stuff that are within your control, or even things that are in someone else's control. There has to be some momentum that goes. So if there's somewhere where you can sense that there's an obstacle or something stuck in allowing you to get back on your timeline, that's where maybe Spirit's saying to focus your energy, and that might be the solution to accomplishing what you want to accomplish. But it's certainly
very positive in terms of wanting to support your ability to achieve, your like educational dreams, and even scholarships, actually. I don't know if you need a scholarship or something like that. But like, I think they're saying you're good at talking, or you're good at convincing people. Like there's at some point something in your ability to like solve this problem by talking to someone might come up. So, but yeah, it looks good. I was planning on applying for a loan, but I've been stressed about it. And I had to take time off the semester for my health. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, I hope your health gets better, but that's so interesting that you said loan, because at the very end I got scholarship. Wow. And we just said scholarship. Are there possibilities for any scholarship? Well, I mean, I guess a loan, I mean, there's certain specific university or academic loans or things. So maybe you could, they're talking about that. There might be something in terms of like awards or prizes, or maybe even investigating scholarships and awards through the awards office might give you a lead on some way to help you pay for it more. Like you might be able to make some friends, but you might be able to make some contacts through that is going to give you a lead on some money. Because I said the thing about scholarship before I saw the thing about money. So overall, I think universe does not want you to give up. They're going to find a way for you forward. It's just like you said, you're Sag, Taurus, Virgo, like you're here like fighting the good fight. You're like dealing with health, dealing with money. There's people complaining with much less, and you're just like moving mountains. So unfortunately, what's that saying? They say God gives what you can handle, and maybe you're too good at handling too much, but keep pushing through. I think it's going to work out. But yeah, certainly come back and let me know, and we'll pull another card for you or something. But best of luck. Thank you for letting me read for you. It looks good though. It looks like it's all very positive. So I'm, okay, I'm going to close. I'm just going to add the last people and close this list. Okay. I'm planning it. Okay. Yes. Sir, sure. Yes, don't worry. Like, focus on your health. Focus on your health, girl. I want you to get better. Okay. Why does it not want to list close? That's too many people on the list. Hold on, I'm just updating the list, guys. So we finished those people. I think I called you Alpha and YSR. I called them. Hold on, it's making it to it's making my list. What do you call it when I'm trying to repost it? It's like making it like so it's too big. 1 second. And I don't feel like breaking it up. Let's see if I can do this way. 1 second, Alpha. Thank you. Give me just 1 second. I'm just going to see what order I'm going to go in. 1 second. Okay. So okay. So what I'm going to do, YSR Alpha, you guys are on the list, but I was at LA, so I'm just going to say if SAA, I think Roberto's not here anymore, so that's fine. So SAA or Jefferson, I know because Jefferson, I've told you so many times, not type the question you are, so I want to get your stuff done. But if SAA is here, I will pull cards for them. And then I will go back and do YSR and Alpha. Is that okay? Yes, I know your question, Jefferson. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't think SSA is here. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Jefferson. Can I go to Japan with Anna? Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, is this a yes or no for Jefferson? So I'm not gonna try to say. Okay, so spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Jefferson, Santos High is good. For Jefferson, Santos High is good. Make sure to subscribe and like, guys. I appreciate it. And make sure to keep your subscriptions and likes, because if you go about changing them, Spirit sees. Okay, I'm just gonna shuffle again for you, Jefferson. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Yes or no? Yes. Actually, you know what? I want to pull from that other deck. 1 second, Jefferson. I'm just going to pull from a different deck. 1 second. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Jefferson. So Jefferson's highest can they go to yes or no for Jefferson? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Jefferson. Yes or no? For their highest. There's something blocking your question. I don't know why. Okay. What is your connection to this person? Okay. Okay, so you have, it says take action. So if there's something within your control to help make this trip possible, it's telling you to do it. So I mean, in general, like kind of like that's a little bit of a yes, but it's a kind of a yes with like something that requires you to do something, or maybe to tell someone. Maybe someone says to you, no, you can't take this trip, or puts a tries to block it. Then Spirit's saying that even if you don't think you can take this trip, there's a way to solve this thing. So yes, you can, but there's some obstacle you're going to need to, okay, twice. Okay, so Jefferson, I don't need the details, but this card came out twice, which is weird, and I put it back. So I'm not sure who this person is, if this is like somebody like that you're like if this is a family member, or if it's someone you're interested in. It's kind of indicating like an emotional bond with this person, like that this person is someone important or special to you, or they or you to them, or something like that. Sometimes this card can indicate travel. I can feel that like either you really want to take this trip, or somebody wants to take this trip with you, or something like that. This energy is really, really like intense. Like I don't know if it's your energy that's really intense, or the intensity around why you're asking this question, but it's very intense. There's something about getting more like, there are certainly cards that are indicating that there's something that's possibly that could derail this trip, but I feel like it's something that's within your control. It's something you can do something about. But this emotional aspect to this question, like I don't know if you're going for a personal emotional reason, or the person you want to go with is like someone special to you, but that's coming up. It came up twice in 2 different decks, even though I didn't want to pull from that deck, which leads me to believe that the question you asked, oh, feisty, no, the free list is closed. Japan, Wit, Anna, Paul. So like something about the people involved. Like I know I didn't read the question you wanted, but that's important. Obviously, that's why you asked the question that way. So I'm not sure what that's about. So unless you give me anything more about Jefferson, I can't really speak to that. But there's something about the person involved that you're asking about. Okay, so thank you for letting me answer your question. So thank you, Feisty. We'll do YS. I'm just going to pull free cards for what do you call it? Okay. You funny, Jefferson. Okay, we'll pull cards for YSR and Alpha, and then we will go to Feisty because she donated. Okay, 1 second, guys. Actually, let me update that the free list is closed also, so people don't feel. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see how my computer's like. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, that's good. I should. Oops. 1 second. Hope everyone's having a lovely afternoon. I feel like I'm an air hostess. Hope everyone's having a lovely afternoon. Okay. Maybe I want to travel. Okay. Thank you, Feisty. So I'll just pull real quick cards for them. Is Azuddin still interested about it? Okay, so YSR and then Alpha. Yes, thank you, Alpha. So KS, I don't like it when people pull in the energy chaos, but anyway, the thing is, so yes, there is a list. You're correct. But since YSR and Alpha, I decided that I was going to. They missed it when they called their names, so I just decided to pull for them now. You don't have to wait if you don't want to, KS. Okay, and so if you want to be nice to Feisty, she'll decide. Your guys' angels, ancestors. These are just quick polls anyway. This is for YSR. Is divine order. Isn't that true? Is Azadine still interested about? Is Azadine still for YSR's highest grade? Whoa. Holy crap. I literally asked for one card to keep throwing there. Okay, this is too many. Oh my god. That's so funny because KS just said divine order, and for YSR we got divine timing. So yes, I think this person is still interested in you. I think you have a strong bond with this person, YSR. So yes or no? Let's see. Yes, they are basically interested in you. They are okay. They are interested in you, but there's some reason. So if there's going to be if you're already in a period where you guys are not communicating the way, or you're not interacting the way you want, or something like that is happening, there's a reason for it. Like, have patience. Have patience, and you will be rewarded here. But I can see that maybe there's a reason that you feel like you're not sure if this person's interested in you, and I can see that coming out in the cards. And this is tough for you, but right now, as it stands, the current energy, Spirit's telling you, YSR, that this person is still interested in you. Okay. Alpha. Alpha, so today for the free card pulls, it's just a yes or no. So did you want me to just ask if they are, yeah, so look, just also at the bottom of the deck behind the you will be rewarded YSR, it's something about a soulmate. So I think this is a strong connection, and this isn't over yet. So like, keep the faith, update me, things will change, we all have free will. So is already missing you. Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Alpha. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, or Alpha for Alpha's highest good. What is the Taurus? Is the Taurus missing? Is the Taurus? I mean, we'll expound on the cards that we get. So, is the Taurus missing? It was kind of resisting the shuffle. Oh. As usual, Alpha, you and this person always have a saga going on. I feel so sorry for you, Alpha. It's like a soap opera. I don't know how you put up with this much emotional draw. Like, it's not easy. So change of heart. So like, I actually looked at it in a positive way, because at the bottom of the deck it says fear of the unknown. So yeah, kind of this person, yes, this person thinks of you. You are in their heart. You're in their you're in their mind. They still are like that. You are something unfamiliar to them. This connection is unfamiliar to them. They have fears around it, and sometimes they think, yes, I want to come forward and I want to talk and have a connection with Alpha again. And sometimes they're like, that's so funny. And then I was about to go, and sometimes they are, and the Three of Swords is staring me in the face. And sometimes they're like, now. The one that came out though here is Temperance with that. So again, this is a matter of timing. Yes. So yes, this person misses you. Since we've kind of delved into this person's energy before, I mean, I think, like, I don't know, like, they're contemplating things. I think, there's certainly, it's interesting. The fear of the unknown is like looking me in my face, but so is like this Temperance card in this deck. Like, so I want to say in some ways they're trying to find, oh, that's what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. I think they're trying to think of things more peacefully, like not to be agitated. Like, I think they're realizing that being agitated and chaotic in terms of their emotions and feelings doesn't help them or anybody or you or like anyone in their life, even in their daily life. Like, it doesn't help to like always like be kind of chaotic. Like, it's important to like find peace. So maybe they're taking a beat, whether that sticks and like they are able to learn anything from it, I'm not sure. but that's kind of where there are the current feelings. But yeah, you're certainly in their heart and mind. I hope that works out for you, Alpha. I'm so sorry. Thank you for letting me read for you. Yeah, we saw temperance, so I'm not sure. I mean, what she's thinking and feeling is always changing, right? So, but yes, I understand. Maybe manifested hope for it. Okay, so Feisty said that KS could, I'm just going to go back to the list, guys, 1 second. So there was Ritu, KS, and SB. Okay, and I'm just going to see Feisty said KS could go in front of them. Okay, so what was KS's question? My question, will I get admission to a good college this year? Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of KS for KS's highest good. Thank you, Alpha. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate your support as usual. Take care. It's a bit of a hard week in Virgo right now. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of KS. Will they get into what is? Okay, so KS, you have ask your angel. Sorry, so yeah, sorry, KS. I don't know why I said sorry. Okay, so KS, I just got this that you're not your like angels, your prayers, however you explore your spirituality, or the God or whatever you believe in, like universe is saying you're not listening to them, that they have kind of given you some direction on what to do, like whether it's that they've assured you you will get into a good college, or they've told you, well, you need to do this, or you need to apply to a different college. And that's not meant to be in a angry way. I feel like your spirit team is trying to work with you, and they're just wanting you to like calm down and meditate and hear them. I think they feel your enthusiasm and interest in something, and they just want you to quiet the noise around you and hear it. But so you've asked your angels, but at the bottom of the deck, we also have if you believe. So, and then, yes. So the thing is, there's a little bit again of your own free will and your ability to get things done. So you can get into the college that you want to, if it's reasonable. Like if it makes sense that you could get into that kind of college or university, then yeah, you can, if there's no reason. Obviously, if you're trying to get into a college in a different country that's already past its admission date or something, then yeah, maybe it would be difficult. But if you can believe it, if it's something you can see yourself being in that college, then they're saying yes. And the little details that you're worried about or you're hung up on is something that your God or the universe is trying to give you guidance on. You might have to make some decisions about certain things that are just things that are stuck in your head. So they're saying this is more of an issue of your mental conviction. Yes, kind of your own ability, but also like your own ability in terms of make it a prudent, like make it like be practical, be pragmatic. Like, like if it's reasonable for you to pick this good college to go to, then of course they think you can. Like, but don't, like you already know what you're capable of is what I was getting. Or what I feel the cards were saying. Okay, so now we're going to go to Feisty. So anyway, thank you for letting me read for UKS. There's something about options or things or dreams you have versus like what you want to do or something is what I'm feeling, but it's all positive. So Feisty was next. I know SB. Okay, actually, you know what? I'll just pull for SB and then I'm going to go to Feisty because then the free list is, I think, done. So SB's question is hi, Rose Rain, how are you? The free list is closed today, dear. I'm sorry. SB Pisces, will K and I reconcile? Okay, and then we're going to Feisty because I think Roberto and stuff aren't here. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of SB Pisces. Will K and SB reconcile again? Will K and SB reconcile? Sorry, will K and SB spirit guides angels for now? What does SB need to know for SB's highest good? Will K? Okay. Oh, look. So you have a new beginning. So there's a new beginning between you two. So it's certainly a possibility. Okay, that's so funny. I wasn't going to pull another card, but then I pulled this one and it says there's potential, but needs work. So there's a potential. So universe is saying there's potential for you guys to reconcile, but you would have to let go of things that, like, from whatever the issue that caused you guys to be in separation will have to be forgot. Like, okay, thank you. Okay, so that's my card for saying there's a lot more to this story than I have information for that card. So a new beginning, meaning a clean slate. You're going to have to let go of certain things. There's going to have to be, both of you are going to have to want to put effort into it. Bygones will have to be bygones. Apologies might have to be made, or closure might have to be given to yourself. But if all those things can happen, SB, then it's possible you guys can reconcile, but there's work involved. That's what I have for you. Okay, so Feisty, thank you. Oh, right, and then after Feisty, we'll do Bucha, and no, that's fine. And then, oh, hi, Eva. Okay, yeah, sure, thank you. Let me update my title 1 second. Sometimes I see the Taurus PJ wipe his eyes. Sometimes I think it's about me. Like yesterday, I saw him wipe. Oh, you hadn't finished writing your question? Was there more to that? Are you asking, this was a 4-card spread, right? Oh yeah, you're not done. Okay, cool. Okay. I think 1 second. Thank you for everyone who's joined me here today. How's everyone doing? I usually come on in the afternoon. I need to come on more. Oh, I hope. Oh, I might have to get my charger 1 second. Oh yes, Eva. Yeah, I'm sure I did. I haven't checked, but I'm sure I did. So yeah, let me update that and then Booch. Okay, let me just make this list. So the free list is closed, but we have, because if someone like Iceman or Ritu or someone, if there was those of you who are on the free list and you didn't stick around, if you come back into the room, and you wait till the end, I will pull the cards for you. But otherwise, the free list is closed. Donation 50. Hi, Rose Rain. Unfortunately, the free list is closed. Those people were they just here from before. So, but certainly come back next time and I'll be happy to pull a free card for you. Donation is Feisty, and then Eva, and then the free list was Butra. Free list closed. Okay, 1 second. Okay. I saw him wipe his eyes, but when I asked him if he's okay, he said, yeah, it's dust in his eyes. I'm wondering if he's crying, if it's about me. Was it dust? It's so funny. Sorry, I don't know why that's funny. It just feels like if you feel intuitively. Can you remind me again, Feisty? I think I asked you what your horoscope was, or I didn't know if I asked you, but if you can, did you say you were a Taurus or he was a Taurus? Hold on, let me just go back and see. I feel it's funny because I feel like that he's a Taurus, because it's like you're asking him if it's dusty and he's just like, okay, hold on, which pair? We'll use the like I feel like no, like I feel like he likes you, but hold on, let's just see. Oh, you're a Capricorn. That's a good match. Okay. Butra, I'll get to you after I do the donation, okay? Thank you. But if you are single, then it's unlikely, because tarot only reads current energies, Butra. So you should actually get your astrology chart done to kind of predict like stuff like that. But anyway, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Feisty. Give us something about his feelings, I guess, is what we're trying to figure out. Like, is he crying? If it's about Feisty? Or is it dust? Were you guys in a dusty area? Do you live in the desert? No. Well, maybe. Could be. You could be on a construction site, I suppose. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Feisty. The Feisties. Highest good. give us a clear answer as to fight. Oh, hold on. Something just flipped before I. That's weird. In your apartment. Is your apartment dusty? No, just kidding. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing. I don't know why I'm laughing. You know what? Okay, let's see. It's serious. Okay, sorry. Suddenly I got something serious. He's wiping his eyes. So were you guys having an emotional conversation or something? I just want to get the most for you out of this little reading. Just because I'm only going to pull. Oh, he's living with you. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, answers. They don't want me to use this deck. Weird. I wanted to use this deck, and now they're switching. They're making me feel more serious. Suddenly, first I was like laughing, so now they're making me feel more serious. Does he have like things he's worried about? Is he concerned about stuff? Does he have responsibilities or something? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Pisces for Pisces. Give us clear answer about the fact that. Oh my lord, that's too many. Too many. Pisces saw PJ wipe his eye. I'm just reading it out loud. When she asked if he was okay, he said, is it about her or something else? Is it about her or something else? Is it about her or something else? Okay, so he seems, whoa, interesting. 1 second. Let me just move this out of the way a little bit. 1 second. I don't want my computer to die here. This card kind of came out in a weird way, so I'm just going to position this a bit differently. So I think, so the cards seem to suggest like, it could be both. Like, it seems like he might be going through stuff. Like I feel like he's going through stuff. Cause like, I was kind of like, being funny about it. And then I kind of got this like little, like, well, I was playing the cards, I kind of got like spirit guides being like, no, this is serious. Like, like when you're friends with them and be like, and it feels like, he's sad or he's emotional or he's sensitive or he's carrying a lot or he's enduring a lot, which we see here because we have the strength card here. So I don't think it was just dust. Let's put it that way. I don't think it was just dust. Now, whether it's fully about you, it's hard to say if it's fully about you. I'm not getting a clear yes or no if it's fully about you, but it's not dust. Let me just see. Something you guys, I don't know if you guys have, it could be a conversation you were having in that moment or one you had earlier in the day, or if you've done something for him, like you've really shown up for him, or he was appreciative of something. Like it might or he wants something, or something you were saying made him like feel like protective over you or something like that. I'm not really sure. It's not dust though. Okay, I wasn't going to clarify, but I just have to. Hold on a second. Oh. So it's kind of indicating that he's dealing with some stuff. I don't know what he's dealing with some stuff. Like, I don't know if it has to do with his finances or his energy or his school or work, or I don't know what like he does, but he's dealing with some stuff, and there's there's a weight, like, and he feels like he has to kind of, be on guard and have his energy be on guard or something about that. So there's not many times where he can feel like relaxed. So in that moment, he is sad about something. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, so initially I wasn't getting that date thing, but it's possible. It's possible. Like maybe has some feelings about you. So here's the thing, Feisty. Right now, like just given like the simple card spread, because I'm not able to like look into the past and stuff on the simple spread, but it seems like you guys have some like it's not history, but it's like there's more to the story between you and him. Like it's not just simply like, it's not, at least it's not giving me the vibes. The cards are not indicating that it's like someone you just like met yesterday or something like that. There's reasons for why you two are in each other's lives and why you two are interacting right now. They are holding something back. And the fact that they're holding something back and they're trying to be more self-sufficient and get their money straight, get their life organized, is weighing on them. And you are fitting into that picture somehow. But it's not, but the reason that we don't know why, I'll tell you why. So the way that I read Feisty, or the way that my spirit, that it works for me, is that they only reveal to me what they want to reveal, like kind of thing. So I'm protected during the reads too. So right now, this person, and I don't like to push into people. So this person, BJ, is keeping, like, they're protective of their heart and their emotions and their conditions right now, even if they talk a lot or not, or what, I'm not really sure. But anyway, but they, like, all I can see is that they're dealing with things. It could have to do with some feelings for you, but it would be wrapped up in some other stuff as well. But they're holding back from telling you. So that would make me think, you're saying, are they wiping their eyes? There's much more to them wiping the eyes besides just the dust. Like, short answer, like, for sure. There's much more to it. Let's just see if we can find a way to say yes or no. Could it be about... Yeah, they won't tell me. I was trying to see if I could push them to say if it is about you specifically. Okay, I'm just going to ask, how do they feel about you? Okay, they like you. That might give us some hints. They like you. They like you. Okay, they do like you. So they enjoy your company. They like you. There's something, you bring some, you're a break from whatever they're going through, meaning you have you're somehow positive in their life, whether it's being lighthearted, whether it's being supportive, whether it's helping them out. I'm not really sure, but somehow your energy is one that they like. They do wonder what's going on in your life. I guess they would be interested to know, like, more about stuff. There's some history here. I don't know what this is. There is history here. Even there's some history here. And it could be just PJ's own history, but there's, oh yes, there's history in PJ's life as well. So it's not dust. It has to do with a bunch of things, including partially related to you and something you've done to, like, help or something like that. He's guarded. I got tired of waiting on him explaining his feelings for me, although I like him a lot and I move on. Yeah. So, and I don't, like, look at these two cards. Like, this is like a quiet card. This is like, many people can read this card as being, mind over matter. Like, they're not going to reveal themselves. They're going to stay quiet. They do like you, though. When I pulled from this little deck, because I just wanted to ask, like, we had romantic feelings came out at the bottom. And all these cards at the bottom, like, there is, like, stuff going on here. There's so much stuff. If you ever see, like, if you see how I read for Eva here in a bit, you'll see, like, the big reads get kind of more into detail to try to look into that more if you want. If you don't want to look into that, maybe you're done. Like you said, you want a new interest, so good for you. But sometimes we can get to that. I don't see this person. Like, they got stuff going on. I'm not really sure what's going on. They did at one point, I can see what you're saying about not expressing the feelings. If you've sensed this person has had feelings for you and seen, like, a future with you, or if you felt that he's thought about a future with you, he has. This is for sure. Like, if you feel that in light of what you just said, like, given that you're saying that you've had feelings for him, I think, and he's thought about that. But at the same time, there's some stuff he can't get over. I don't know. That might have to just do with his own life, not with you. That's why I got serious. I was, like, laughing before, and then I got serious. Hold on. I'm going to get you an advice card. So this is your advice card, First Light, beginning a new cycle. So You were just saying new interest. Don't let his guarded energy hold you down and back for right now, but and just like live your life, start your new cycles, and then see, like, respond in kind. See if he comes forward and he says stuff, but like, you know, don't wait on this person, because this person's energy is pretty fixed, you know, from the cards. Like, it's not moving very much. I just have to get my charger, I think. One second for Eva. It's not moving. He has entertained and thought about feelings for you, because that came through in the pink deck right here. But the strength is in the middle. It was the only major arcana that came out. So I don't see this person changing his tune anytime soon. And they have, like, this person might have a bit of baggage. They have a bit of baggage energy, whether it's right or wrong. I'm just going to grab my charger. One second. Did you? That's so funny. I wasn't going to actually pull one there, but that could be a part of why this person, I think next time we could ask, even in a free card pull, like, whether PJ is a soulmate of yours or not. Okay, 1 second, Eva. I'm just going to get my charger. 1 second. Because then if we knew if he was your soulmate, we'd understand what spirit wants. Okay, thank you for waiting. Oh my god, all yesterday I wanted to. Oh, really? That's so funny. And I just said that. Yeah. So I think that's what I was meaning, is like, there's more history to you guys than like to really figure out that relationship between you and him would like require like more details, I think. But I mean, if that's what you wanted, if you just want to focus on you, I mean, focus on you. You know what I mean? But like, if it's something that you're still feeling that you need to like solve in your heart, then like there's just a lot of stuff between you two. But yeah, we should certainly ask that. If you're still here, you may not even be here. I'm just talking to somebody. Eva, are you here, Eva? If so, thank you for waiting. Please drop your question. How are you, Eva? I hope everything's well. And Stara, I got your little note again. So, but anyway, thank you, Feisty, for letting me read for you and trusting me with your energy. I hope everything works out. Certainly come back, drop in again, and update me about them. We can pull different cards to see what the thing is. And if you want to see how I do a more detailed reading, you'll see that right now with Eva. Okay. Michael, thoughts and feelings about me. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I don't know why, like, you broke, so you guys saw each other in person. I remember you guys were like long distance, weren't you? I broke up with him today and he's leaving my city. Oh no. Okay. Eva, do you mind giving me a sense of what the second question is, just in case, because sometimes I feel like there might be elements coming out on the first spread, and then like I don't want to miss them if there's a message there for that. Okay, spirit guides, angel. Which deck should we use? Did you have a deck you preferred? I kind of want to actually use this deck. I'm going to use this deck at least once, and then we'll see what happens. Oh man, Michael. So did think. Okay, well let's see. We'll see. I won't keep asking the questions. So part of me is like, well, if I ask you everything, then we won't get the cards. Or I'm like, well, what happened? Okay, let me just get a quick 1 second, Eva, before I pull the whole spread. I'm just going to see if we can. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What was Michael's sign again? I'm forgetting. Is he an earth sign? No. There's a lot. I can't remember. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and Eva's for Eva's highest good. And overall thoughts. Oh. Okay, so I just wanted to pull a quick look before I pull tarot, Eva. And it's interesting because we have on this one, we have mirroring you and unrequited love. Like we'll see more in this thing, but it's interesting. So it's not feeling balanced between for him. Like he's trying to figure out what you want or what you need or something. And he's wondering if he's enough for you. You might be wondering if you're enough for him. There's a little bit of that going on, but let's look into it with the full spread. Spirit guides. Which I'm going to pull one more oracle. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors overall. Okay, so the fact that he traveled to see you. Oh, it's interesting. Okay, so he feels that coming to see you in person gave him a new perspective on your guys' connection. Wow. It's crazy. It's interesting. Okay, let's see. Unrequited love. Okay, 1 second. Oh, he called me and told me he thinks he cared way more and did way more. Oh, this is this thing about unrequited love. So he felt it was unrequited love. Oh my goodness. No putting hands. No, good for you. You did the right thing. Because, suddenly like I was pulling cards and I just felt this kind of slightly tense energy. Like that's why I was like, it's not even a sad energy. Well, I mean, it could be sad, but there's also a little bit of a, like, like if you imagine someone sitting here, like I can see like there's a tenseness inside of you. That might be from the fact that things took a turn differently from how you expected it to yesterday. Like that threatening, but like how if somebody, if you're trying to sit really still, not to get someone's attention, that's kind of the energy that's coming through for you, which makes sense in light of that. But it's a very protected energy. So no, not the cards, but I think you did the right thing, of course. So coming to see you somehow gave him this new perspective that he thinks that you don't love him, this unrequited love thing. And he's trying to figure you out. He's trying to figure out what works. So he might have, that doesn't excuse his behavior at all, but however he behaved yesterday was kind of like trying to trigger you. Maybe not like necessarily to be awful towards you, but trigger you because he's just trying to see how, like, because whatever, I guess, how he expects you to love him is different. But anyway, but yeah, that makes sense. You had to end it. Let's just pull a full spread here. That's why they want me to pull from that other deck. Where is that other deck? This is not that deck, which makes sense. I was pulling that other deck, and that deck is two. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. So, first off, one thing is, Eva, is that this person, I don't think, I think the insight you have on understanding that you felt intimidated by his behavior and that I don't think he fully gets that yet is already a bit of a, flag.
because I'm not feeling here that this person, like his energy is a little hyped up. Like, you know, if you like just suddenly do something, like you just jump off a cliff and you're like, your adrenaline's a little high. His adrenaline is a little high from what I'm sensing right now. His energy is kind of, I'm actually sensing his energy right now. It's a little bit chaotic, especially compared to your more solemn energy. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Okay. Travel. So I'm just looking at the cards. This person thinks that this distance between you guys is also like, okay, wait, let me decide what, okay. Okay, let's get give me a 9 card. Give me a 9 card spread between Michael, the spirit guides, and the angels. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so just off the bat, I think you've done the right thing, which you already know that you've done the right thing, but just in case you needed that reassurance. Okay, let me just spread these cards at one time. Okay, so his thoughts and feelings firstly. 1 second. Oh, sorry. He's like kind of in a raw state a little bit. He might be this type of person, so it's kind of good that actually you don't stay around him that much. He's still thinking you're like, he still sees potential. Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry, this is me reacting to the thing. He like why I said, oh my goodness gracious, that he still sees like potential with you. And so I don't like the fact that his energy is not showing it, is not showing any recognition of the fact that you felt like what you told him about feeling threatened or being intimidated is not registering right now in terms of how his feelings are showing. Now, whether or not he still thinks there's potential and whether he's going to work on it or not is a different issue. We'll get to that. But the thing is, he's like, I don't think it's sunk into him that how you felt really was you trying to communicate with him, how you felt. He does feel a little bit emotionally distanced and detached from you from before. But he still seems to think that there's a way around this. You do feel the unfairness of this. You feel the injustice that's been done here. You feel, okay, I know we're not asking about you, but I just want to make sure, that he wasn't listening really, and that you were trying, that you were trying to make this a successful trip, a successful, interaction between the two of you. Like you were wanting the best from this when he first came and stuff. Like you weren't trying to, like you really wanted to see if this could work out or something. You tried to communicate, but you found yourself having to communicate in a way that might have been like a little bit not like because he has a different way of talking. So that causes you to like, I don't know, there's a bit of like defensive communication here with his insistence and you not, oh, let me catch up with this. We were fighting because I wanted to leave and he was mad because oh, big sacrifice. Oh my goodness. Okay. Just like the cards alone, like it's like you got like with other cards, like this guy is like not good. But anyway, sorry. The minute they start saying stuff like that, like big sacrifice, like, you were two human beings. But anyway, he couldn't apologize or take responsibility. When I tell him, it's the last straw, and he hurt me. He says that I hurt him too. Oh my goodness. I have a bruise now. Oh my Lord. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to because I'm having my own reactions as a person now, and I'm trying to like focus on the cards. No, I think you did the right things. And actually, in light of these cards, I don't think that he's understanding the severity and the seriousness of this. I don't think, and that to me itself is a major red flag that he's not understanding the seriousness of this. I'm just going to see what the connection is right now. It's not in a good place right now. That there's a little bit of toxicity. So like in this deck, this is a little bit of kind of like that, like the devil card, so to speak. again, the mirror, that's interesting. We got mirroring you on that one oracle, and that here, it means something else here, but sorry, I'm just getting, let me just make sure I'm getting this correctly. Looking at these cards in totality and then these ones here, well, firstly, I think you've done the right thing. I don't think you should try to understand him in too much more detail, because he, like underneath the surface, like this might be a person who has slightly, there's a heavy self-absorbed energy, and that can be dangerous in the sense that, I mean, we're just reading tarot here, obviously, but in towards those types of words that people throw out a lot, like narcissistic or sociopathic or something, like this is somebody who is not understanding also the responsibility that was given to him in you having spent all this time talking to him, and you're saying, like, he thinks he deserves something, and he doesn't really. He's just trying to, how do I say this? Okay, sorry, I'm just feeling so strongly that you did the right thing to get away from him. I can't even read the cards properly. Sorry, Eva, let me just hold on. Three good things, ancestors protect me from this energy. Vessels and message to you on the center. Thank you. Okay. One of your spirit guides or like your spirit team is not happy with how things unfolded. Like, and one of them, I don't know if you have someone, or even someone in your life right now, like someone older, like whether it's an aunt or a cousin or a mother or something, and like even if they don't know anything, or even someone who's passed, like a great grandmother, like they're not happy, like, or they wouldn't be happy with this detail. They feel like someone's taking advantage of your good nature, and that energy is coming through. This kind of like shuddering, like someone's shuddering. I don't know who this is coming through, but it's like a protective energy. It doesn't have to be female, but it's a protective energy. I sometimes associate protective with female, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, let's play. I mean, I don't even really want. Okay, so this person doesn't really get it. They're trying to be the strong man, like they're trying to be like the big man. Like I had to write. They're just trying to justify the decisions. Okay, but they are feeling a little restless. They still think like you said, they do feel a sense of what's owed to them, which is like not cool, but they are kind of restless. Somewhere deep down inside, they're restless about how things went down between you and him yesterday, but they are not smart enough, and they are not emotionally evolved enough and not compassionate enough to understand that's because of how they treated you. They're just thinking they're restless because they've been hard done by or something. They're like kind of confused by the things you've said to them. Your oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. If you felt like, if he was protective of you, or like if there was somebody, like this is a positive, like this is an energy that cares about you, and they're like kind of like shuddering, like they're like not feeling good about how you were treated, like let alone the good actions you took. Like they're proud of you for like shutting this down, but they're just like, they're upset. Like it's someone, yeah, that makes sense. Like a father, like someone who would feel upset because of something that happened to you. That would really, okay, then that would make sense. That protective. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Like kind of like, okay, well, we won't anyway. They're just like, this person's mad. But anyway, so yeah, so this person, Michael, they're not understanding. Oh my goodness. Okay. I just realized I pulled this card before, but I just realized its position. Yeah, no, dude, this guy's no good. Sorry. I don't even want to examine it. I mean, we'll look into your next question, but he's even seeing this as a bit of a challenge. Like he's thinking that, oh, like he's like, oh, cool, like not cool. Like he's like, okay, so we had this interaction, so now we're fighting. And like, he's not understanding the magnitude of how much this threw you off your balance, how much this scared you, how inappropriate this was. He just thinks, and you know what I'm also getting? Hold on, I'm just getting this. They gave me a flash. Okay, he's someone who thinks this might be normal, this type of fighting. I can't remember where you told me where his Mars was placed, but he's somebody who is likely to have this type of nature, whether like, firstly, I don't want you to be in a future relationship with him, but obviously that's for you to say, not me. But this is the type of person, Michael's the type of person who at this stage in his life, obviously people can change, but they're fighting. Like, there are people who feel like it's okay, like this is a challenge, like it's okay to engage in this kind of like demonstration of immature like interaction, that it's justified. So and that's the main challenge that Spirit is pointing out in this connection, and in his ability to understand his own feelings. Because Mars is okay. Mars in Cancer, and that can be, I mean, that doesn't have to be bad, obviously, as you know. I mean, you'd have to look at the whole chart in totality. Given what you're telling me he's doing, combined with that, like, can be kind of passive aggressive. And especially, I mean, doesn't mean you have to live your destiny. Like, I have a friend who has Mars and Cancerian, but they're really good at apologizing. So therefore they have, like, gone past their destiny and fate. But yeah, that could be passive aggressive. It doesn't matter if his mom was aggressive. Yeah, but yeah, sorry, that was me. That's not the cards. This is me feeling all angry for you. I'm sorry, Eva. But yeah, so this is why maybe he feels that this is okay. That might be a reason why he thinks it's okay to fight. I don't know what he saw in his childhood. Let me just see. Oh my goodness. Oh, look, we got the devil here twice, girl. You did good. You did good by shutting this thing down. I think we need to see what actions you need to take next. But anyway, not what he's going to take. But this guy is in a toxic state right now. I think already, I'm going to pull from a different deck. I think the advice is to avoid him right now. Let me just see from this deck. He's not in a good energy as it stands right now. He's not in a good energy. He's not in a good energy because of how he behaved, combined with the fact that he is not taking any accountability or responsibility for how he behaved. So that is super unhealthy. I'm going to pull from a different deck for the universe when Spirit has to say about this on its own. Like, I know you were talking about his next, like this is already coming through. His next actions towards you are still being toxic, and we'll pull a spread for that. But even if it was something else, this person's not in a good energy at this point in his life, and I don't think that's going to change in the next year or two at least either. So I think you're right to stay away from it. Let's just see what Spirit has to say about this connection. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Okay. Yeah, Spirit doesn't like this connection. It's interesting, though. There's this like potential. So I think what Spirit is saying is Spirit is acknowledging, firstly, not to blame yourself. There's a reason why you started seeing him. There's a reason why like you thought this would work, why you gave it like a shot. It seemed on paper he acted or behaved in a way that it was okay, and he might still have okay qualities. I mean, I'm saying, like, someone cannot understand basic aspects of the law and the fact you're not allowed to intimidate another person physically, but also, be a reasonable, like, not reasonable, but like my point being that I think Spirit's trying to say not to blame yourself. There's reasons you thought this could work. That's really all I have to say. There are reasons you thought this could work. There are reasons he thought this could work. And neither of you are to blame on that aspect about not wanting to work. Now, he should fully take blame for how his actions were, but that's separate. Beyond that, Spirit wants you to move away from this stuff. I think Spirit, let me see the lights here. Hold on. Okay. Spirit think that feels like the universe feels that this is a connection that is going to be difficult, and it's going to cause pain and distress, and and it could even continue, like, because he feels that being physical and physicality and threatening and intimidation is okay, so that's a behavior that might continue. I'm just going to clarify this. Yeah. So there, fundamentally, there's a, like, there's a, I mean, this fact, this issue, and how he chose to behave in this argument, and his, like, the idea that he thinks he's made a sacrifice or whatnot. Um, this is the problem. This is the challenge between the two of you, and that in the near future, at least, is going to remain a challenge between you guys, because he is operating from a little bit of a place of ego, and he's just not gotten to that point in his life where he's smart, like whatever. He's just not fully evolved in that capacity. That doesn't mean he's not evolved in other capacity, but not in this capacity in terms of how he fights, what he thinks is appropriate or inappropriate behavior. And that's a really big thing. That's a big part of the puzzle that he's missing. He doesn't listen well. What are you saying here, Spirit? Hold on. Let's see. Spirit, okay, so Spirit's kind of, this is interesting, but I feel like I've gotten suddenly this for you before. Spirit's like, Eva, you know what to do, and you did the right thing. You don't, like I, Spirit, live within you. I reside within you. So you took care of yourself and you did the right thing. You don't, and you still know now what the right thing to do is, and you don't need to, like, how do I say this? Like, you know what you deserve. Like, you don't have to accept less than you deserve, because you have a very loving nature. You want to give and receive love, and but that doesn't mean, you have a romantic nature as well. You have certain wishes and things that want to come true. It's just kind of speaking to Spirit's kind of speaking to how, like, of a sweetheart you are, actually. but I think what Spirit, yes, okay, is trying to say is that, like Spirit wants, I think Spirit's happy with the action you took yesterday, because I think Spirit wants to, like, that's not toughen you up. Spirit wants you to see how you will grow into a strong and more powerful person who knows your boundaries, but that you're not going to have to, like, you will remain a sweetheart, but yet you're going to know, like, you'll be able to be both, like, you'll be able to draw the line when you need to, but without changing who you are on the inside. And that's interesting that Spirit's pointing that out when I'm kind of asking for advice about the connection. This is coming back to you, which makes me feel like Spirit already thinks you did the right thing and doesn't want you to engage this person at this moment, at least in time, unless they were to fully change their belief. Hold on, let me just read this. Yeah, he's romantic and loves being in a relationship. Yeah, okay, so that might be that stuff, like why you guys got together. Oh, Feisty felt his energy through the phone. Yeah, it's like, he's not whatever. But hold on. So I know you want to know the next action. So let's see. I don't know. Did you want to still ask about his actions, or did you want to change that? Do you still want to know what his next actions will be? Because I feel from this spread already, I don't see this person as being someone who's, like, going to suddenly have this epiphany and, like, change his behavior. And even if they did, I wouldn't believe it at this point. This person has not done the work, to have like an overnight, ascension of his thoughts or something. Because, like, right now from that spread, like, it doesn't look like he's just, like, and maybe also because it's so fresh, because you're just saying it just happened. So sometimes when the energies are really fresh, it's just capturing what he's feeling right now. And that he might feel differently in a week's time, when things have settled. But right now, you probably wouldn't get much of a different answer besides him being a little bit sneaky at this point. Do you have any suggestions for a question that could help? Okay, let's see. Since we want to relate it to Spirit brought it back to you. We could ask if Michael, we could ask what type of person he is, like whether he's worth it. But the thing is, I think you did the right thing in terms of, okay, we could ask, like, what specific things you could look for. Like, if you ever, even as I'm shuffling, I'm thinking of the thing is that, we feel like we already know he'd have to apologize and he would have to demonstrate maturity. Okay, maybe let's see if we get similar cards coming out for him if we do it again or not. Let's see if his spirit guides want to show us any other side to him besides what they've shown us. Hold on, I'm just gonna do this. Something about Michael. Okay, he's gonna. So this is a card. Sometimes these cards work and sometimes they don't. But when they do, so he might try to message you next. Okay, he might try to message you while acting like, you know, like again in that kind of dominant masculine energy, like kind of trying to use an authoritarian. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. I just want to see one more thing. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So he might try to message you and still play in this dynamic of you're like, you know, you're like the woman and he has ideas of gender roles and what people's roles are in the family, and stuff like that. And, you know, what the masculine's role is and what the feminine's role is, and specifically what Eva's role is and what his role is and how he expects his life to pan out and stuff. So like this is, which is actually consistent with the first spread. This is a different kind of, this is kind of equivalent to like you see like those people use like kind of like the Kipper or the Lenormand. I'm just reading that deck for what it is. So yeah, so he's still in that energy is the point. He's still in that energy. Oh, okay. And it might get worse, meaning he might feel a little desperate and trying to figure out, because he also doesn't like to lose, beyond the fact that he does like you. I don't even want to say that he likes you, because I just don't want you to go back to him. But at this point, he might feel a bit desperate about the situation. But the thing is, when someone like that with that type of energy gets desperate, the thing is that it's not the deck I want to use. When someone like that gets desperate, I feel like it doesn't end well. Where's the deck I want to use? Sorry, 1 second. I'm looking for the deck I want to use. Yeah, very manipulative. Yeah, he called me and said that he can't take the roller coaster up and down Alicia. Yeah, so that's interesting. That's what we just said. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out which is the right. Oh, the devil's still staring at me in this deck. Let me put it away for a second. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's ask this. What does Michael's spirit guides have to tell us about? Because we don't have a good opinion about Michael right now. So I don't want to psychoanalyze this dude. It's not worth our time. But yeah, maybe that was your stepdad's energy or something protective. Was your stepdad also, even though protective, was he was not controlling? It doesn't seem like. He seems like he would respect, like he respects people's choices in their own life kind of thing. Sorry, he's coming through again a little. Yeah. Okay. No, okay, no, that. But I'm not making any of the decks. This deck. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit Guide. Okay. Yeah, that's so interesting that you just said that. I got this person so sorry, because as I was shuffling, I kind of asked for that energy to come back, and I got this thing of like someone who's very much like, even though they're like really, they're not pleased that you had to face this. They're also like, well, this is her choice. I'm getting this very much like I would not tell Eva what to do. Like, you know, I wouldn't be someone I'm not one of those like toxic masculinity people who would like stand in the door and stop her, because I have enough faith in her. Like I have enough faith that Eva knows to do the right thing. Like, you know, I like, yeah, like he's not controlling it all, which is really interesting. Like, but yet at the same time, like someone who really understood his masculinity, but yet wasn't controlling. Wow, that's really nice. What a nice energy. What a nice energy. Oh, Butra, sorry about that. I'm just gonna finish up with Eva and then I'll pull for you. Sorry, I can't pull in the middle, Butra. guides, angels, ancestors, Eva, for Eva's highest good. What can Mike you tell us? You know what? I'm going to ask your spirit guides what they want to tell us about Michael, but in a like in an honest way. Here's a blank card. Everything's coming out reversed. Okay, let's see. Okay, so unfortunately, so the bully card's coming out for Michael. We don't have to read it literally, but still. Yeah, so which is conceals deep fears behind verbal and physical abuse is literally what it even says on this card, even if we didn't want to like interpret this intuitively. So this is somebody, so sure, maybe he's not a bad person, maybe he has fears and abandonment wounds or whatever, but the point is he is behind verbal or physical abuse. I mean, that's crazy that this card just came out after like everything we talked about. Like look at how big this deck is. Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I think that's fine. So Spirit wants to reconfirm that for you. And it actually came out in reverse, but anyway, which is the shadow attribute. Okay, let's see. Also, oh, it's so funny because you said manipulative, and we also have the misuse of power and knowledge. Okay. And escapist and manipulating. So we have two cards that are indicating manipulative behavior with this concept of like this idea of a power differential. So, okay, so let's just try to not bash on him, but we see that he's someone who believes in this idea of like a power dynamic, like someone's the leader, someone's the boss, someone else follows. And that's the dynamic, and that he believes that manipulation is kind of part of the process, right? Like you said, Cancer in Mars or whatever, but like or Mars and Cancer, but whether it's through his mother or his family, like he feels that this is acceptable behavior. So I think your spirit guides in connecting with his energy are pointing out this is who he is at his core. He feels that bullying techniques are okay. So the point is, regardless of any of his positive qualities, is that something you can live with? Probably not. And even like you were talking about, you have the synastry and the conjunct like done with your IC and stuff like that. And it's funny because you're all saying so, but he is a lover of, you know, of positive qualities. He can be a beautiful seducer, very romantic, things like that. But he can use like things to his like personal gain. Like sometimes he can say he's doing something for a higher good, and then he can be tempted by his lower impulses to doing something good for someone else and thinking about what he can get out of this in his personal for his personal benefit kind of thing. Okay, so these are so then okay, he has a little bit of self-pity behavior too. Okay, so he likes to play the victim. Okay, so these are aspects about him that you have probably seen and you know, and I think Spirit in this deck is confirming for you that that's part of who he is. That's not really going to change. Hold on 1 second. He's also impatient. So that means he's somebody who can't like, you know, he does it, you know, he wants things his way, when he wants it, how he wants it, type of thing. Excuse my nails, sorry. Sorry, a question just ran through my head really quickly. What was that? He isn't in the change. I'm gonna ask what the point. I don't feel so. Here's the thing, Eva. I don't feel because I'm not getting any indication, Eva, here from this reading that he is changing anytime soon, and I'm also getting the indication that Spirit believes that you did the right thing, right? So, so I'm kind of wanting to ask, like, so what was the lesson here for you? Like, why did Spirit make you go through this? Sorry. I didn't, my camera setup today. Okay, so this is interesting. I pulled from this deck. So, yeah, Butra, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll get you. Hi, Alexis. Um, so I don't always pull from this deck. Sometimes I do. I actually quite like it, and so this one came out. So overall, Spirit wants you to know this is not for you. This person is not for you. This is, or at this time, at this point, this is not this situation. The way he's treating you is not for you. Don't continue to play this. Like, I don't mean game as in game, like he's a player game. Just don't continue to engage in this particular dynamic. Between world, you are going through some kind of transformation. All of this, there's some lessons here for you in the sense that, and I think you've passed this lesson, to be honest. But like you're learning, you're finding I don't know, you're either letting go of certain ways you would handle your boundaries before, and you're learning in real detail how to like how to be the person you need to be. And I felt this before with you, and I struggle with the words, meaning how you're going to become stronger but without changing who you are at the core of yourself. Like, that's what I'm getting. Like there's something, like, because sometimes people change, right? Someone's going to be like, oh, I'm going to toughen up, I'm going to be this hard ass, blah blah blah, or whatever, right? But the thing is, you're learning how to do that, but while also retaining or maintaining some sweetness or romantic nature about you. So you're through this transition, you're going through some transition. So this, therefore, the lesson, I guess, or the purpose of this was to advance you. Can you remind me what your North Node was? Is it Virgo? I can't remember. So to go through on that, we have, again, for when I was asking about lessons for you, in this deck, the Destiny and the prosperity, spiritual and material prosperity. It's about kind of understanding like what you deserve, and like where the universe can give you the gifts you deserve. By showing the universe, you can refuse those things that, because you have so much faith. Like, the lesson is something like to know what you deserve, as cliche as that sounds. And by refusing the things that you know are not for you and are beneath your value, then you reaffirm to the universe, right? Like, look, I know my value, and the universe is like, that's right, you do. So now you get to keep going, kind of thing. But sometimes when we stumble and we stay stuck in one spot, it's not like the universe is punishing us. It would never do that, but it's like waiting. And I think there was some kind of just to understand better. Like, I feel like almost in the past, I just got a glimpse that there might have been a time in your life where you thought this would have been okay, and you would have tried to make it work longer. You would have, like, and maybe you've already felt like you have spent a little too much time trying to make it work with him. But even then, there is a time in your life where you would have even allowed that kind of intimidation to be okay. And now this time you've been able to put your foot down, and it's also going to help you. Okay, this is interesting. This is at the bottom of the deck. Is that to understand the difference between romance and feeling like caught up in love, and because if you have a loving nature, from what really is on the table, like learning that difference between that, sometimes, unfortunately, which is a hard lesson for anyone who's a bit of an empath, right, which is a lot of us, which is that, sometimes people can behave one way and be so loving and caring, but yet there are certain people on earth who do that for deceptive reasons. And so we have to learn, like this, we, the empath collective, but in this case specifically for you, to distinguish between like that, about the deceptive kind of use of romance and harmony versus like the right way it's done for your own soul growth. I think that's what's coming through. Your North Node is it? Yeah, I remember. That's so weird that I don't, obviously, there's no way I would remember your North Node, but I remembered it right here. Let me think, why did Spirit just ask me to remember your North Node? So, well, I'm sure you've done a lot of reading about that, but I think for you, a lot of so when we're looking for lessons, we want to think about our North Node. So in your case, yeah, paying attention to the details, being practical, but yet being flexible in your own identity, understanding your identity with your ability, like your work ethic and love almost, or something. This is just a stepping stone. Like I'm seeing like boulders like on like a river or something. Like what do you live near, or is there there's a nice waterway near you or something like that? But um um right now things are difficult. Right now you're feeling like you're not sure why this type of stuff happens to you, or like why you have to go through these types of lessons and whatnot. But there is a purpose for it. There's a spiritual strength that you're gaining from it. So if I don't know if you're religious or you go to church or temple or whatever, but it's kind of like asking you to grow your faith in this moment. And they're just like, they're not making like a big deal about it, but they're like, yeah, she did the right thing, and we expected that she would do the right thing, kind of thing. I don't know how to kind of say that. Let me get you wait, immunology card. I think you did the right thing too, personally. um, Something, oh boy, like what's coming here? Oh. Hi to those coming in. The free list is closed for today, but certainly come back another time. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention when I did that, but I'm going to keep that. Okay, so actually, Eva, I think these are super interesting and accurate. So this is, I just wanted to get some advice from just the Moonology too. So we have first quarter moon in Virgo, and we're just talking about your North Node. Again, excuse my nails, but it says assess the situation. So that's what you're doing. You're taking it step by step. You're figuring it out. You're embracing your North Node Virgo aspects of yourself, and knowing what you deserve, what you value, but also like trying to know yourself and all that. Speak your world into being. First quarter moon in Gemini. This is like a manifestation type of energy. By you speaking up also to him and letting him know what was okay and what was not okay is what the universe brings forth, and also lets him know what's appropriate, not, and if not for you, will hopefully help him understand in the future that he can't behave that way with other people. Focus on the positive. So ultimately you're going through a hard time, spirit can feel that, and they want you to focus on the positive. So this is kind of for now. I think spirit just wants you to, I'm getting a bit of like, take a rest, take some breath. Oh, that's weird. I was like, take a breath. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, take a breather. Take a moment for yourself. This is moon in Cancer. Do some like quote unquote self-care. And self-care doesn't just mean like, take a long bath or whatever. I mean, do what you need to do to nurture yourself. You did the right thing. Award yourself for having made the right decision. And I have a feeling like we've seen that, this person might continue to come towards you with certain messages or actions or stuff that are at this moment in time still born out of a place that is not healthy. So, use this as moments to keep yourself intact and, not to get ensnarled in, your feelings for him, like to understand who you are as a person, kind of thing. But that's what I have for you. I have to be more mindful. That's awful. I'm really sorry to hear about all this, Eva, but I really feel that you did the right thing. I hope some of this helped. I think you already know deep in your heart. That's why you had the strength to do what you needed to do and say that this is not okay. And I think it's cool that that protective male energy came through for you. So, one second. So anyway, I appreciate you like letting me read for you. I hope that some of the like emotions you're feeling now, that you're able to sit with them, process them, and and manage them the best way you can. And I think you want to keep moving forward, like keep doing stuff for yourself, I think. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you're still here, Eva.
Yeah. That's heavy. But it's like good. It's good. You're protected. I feel like meaning it's good. Like you're protected in this, all this. But I think you're gonna have to withstand a bit of a storm that's going to be um, coming potentially as this continues. Yes, Feist, you are. I'm going to pull one card for Butra, which was that is your engagement soon, but you are single, so I'm not really sure. So if you're single, you're asking if you're going to find someone soon. Spirit, guides, angels, ancestors of Butra, and then Feisty. We'll just do this for Butra. So we have compromise for you, Butra. So, I mean, you're single, so I'm not really sure. It says unlikely. So it doesn't look like maybe if there's nobody on the horizon right now, it's hard to say if there's going to be an engagement soon. But if there is any potential for an engagement, it's going to require some compromise on your part. So somehow, if there's somebody specific you have in mind, as you work stuff out with them, you might be able to reach the kind of commitment you want. But the bottom of the deck also says there's something better, Butra, which means that maybe if there is someone specific in your mind, that person's not the right person. But I think if you're saying until you, sometimes with tarot, it's current energies, predictive energies are more like sometimes astrology, especially if there's no one on the horizon for you. So if you meet someone with potential, that's when spirit will pick that up better. But right now, if there is someone there, it's not right now that energy, but it could be. So it doesn't look like there's an engagement anytime soon. Okay, Feisty, did you just wanted the quick 4-card spread again? Okay, so what did you want to ask? Okay, I hope Eva got the end of that. I don't know where she went, by the way. Okay. I thought my new interest Gemini was my soulmate, but I don't feel the same pull energy I get whenever I'm on Taurus. Oh, it's PJ. That's what we were asking, wasn't it? That's so funny. I'm just right. I don't mean to. This is funny because I remember we were talking about that. Is PJ your soulmate? Oops, sorry. I really want to pull from this other deck for you. 1 second. Let me just grab it. I think it's on the ground. All these message decks. Okay. So yeah. So the simple spreads are done because so I don't do these in-depth reads. And actually I gotta probably change my in-depth reads too during the lives because they go too long. But I appreciate trying to ask spirit guides for clear answers. 1 second, I just want to see one thing. I don't think let's do this. Okay. If you come back, let me know. Sorry. And I'm going to do something to Feisty, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Feisty. Okay. Since you asked so many questions, I'm going to pull an extra card for you. Okay. So, okay, Eva, just before I get on to I just wanted to say I was pulling it for a different deck for Feisty, but I just wanted to say that I pulled what do you call? Just from a different kind of deck about Michael. So the problem is the two, like the words, we'll see if you can see it. Let me hold them up. So do you see, oops. Okay, so this one says passion.
says, you make me feel things I can't even describe. This is regarding Michael. And there's also guilty and riddled with guilt and shame. So because of this deck, I think this is kind of a dangerous combination for Michael right now, which is that he's really drawn to you. He's addicted to you, kind of almost even a little bit beyond just you as a person, but the feeling of you guys being together. He might be someone who thrives on the drama. He's probably aware that he's crossed a line, but he might actually thrive off of that. So that's just something to keep in mind a little bit. I guess because I think you need some tools in your tool belt for the coming weeks in case he tries to make, different ways you guys are going to have interactions. Maybe you'll feel that he's changed or you want to let him back in, but like, just be careful about that. Okay. So Eva, hopefully everything that was okay. Hopefully that brought you some peace in this moment. I hope things get better. Certainly do come back and update you. Take care of yourself. Okay. So this is just for Feisty. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for trusting me with your energies. It's always an honor to be able to go down these journeys with all of you. Okay, spirit guides and ancestors of Feisty. For Feisty's highest good, what does Feisty need to know about PJ? Is PJ? Okay, I'm going to change it. Is PJ a soul? Is PJ a soulmate? Is PJ a soulmate? Is PJ a soulmate? Oh no. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so I also pulled for you from this one, PJ. I'm sorry you're going through that, Eva. Sorry. Anyway. Okay, so for you, Feisty, I think, okay, so firstly, there is love. There is love here between you and PJ. There's a strong, loving connection. And that's not in your head. And it's something he feels too, whether or not he shows it. I think it's a little bit different from him. I don't know if he's resistant to it or if he's had other relationships in the past, but nonetheless, he feels it to some degree. He's someone who's feels a bit lonely at times and doesn't really know how to proceed with certain things in his life. I'm not sure what that is, like whether it's like something to do with his upbringing or his parents or his family or his job or his school or something. Like he's trying to find his place in this world a little bit. But anyway, so is he your soulmate? Let's just look. So I'm going to change this question a little to, is he a soulmate? Let's see. Let's look at the deck. I guess it's... I mean, he is a part of your soul family, is what he's a part of your soul family, is I think what we see here. He's certainly a part of your soul family. I mean, obviously, I know what you're trying to ask and what I'm trying to ask, and we're saying, is he the soulmate? You may have other soulmates in your life. Like, I mean, you may or may not end up with PJ, and if you don't, you'll always remember all that kind of stuff. And if you do, great. But I don't think he's like there. Like, I mean, it's not about him. I mean, there could be others in your life, but it does seem that there is a soul family connection here. However, right now as it stands, and because as tarot reads current energies, in terms of where he's at this point in the journey in his life and where you are in your life, it's like it's kind of not speaking to you guys. Like, you guys aren't really, where do we go here? Like, if you just even look at the image here, right? Like, you're not really, there is sadness right now between, like, in terms of this connection, finding some kind of fruition. But there is a purpose to this connection. It's like, it's not that it's a test, but speaking from spirit or the universe, I mean, there is a connection here, and there has a meaning and it has a purpose. And you help soothe him in some ways, or he helps soothe you or something like that. Like, probably both soothe each other. There is some degree of passion, of course, as well, meaning attraction. He holds back, though. Again, we're getting that thing about him holding back. He, like when you said he's guarded, you see it right there, the person standing. Sorry, my I don't want to show my ghetto nails, but the person behind the fence. But anyway, he remains guarded. He's guarded of his own emotions, even with himself. So it's not just you that he's guarded with. Actually, I'm just hearing that I think you get closer to him, like you have made more inroads with him than some people have. I mean, it's cold comfort for you, but for what it's worth. He does care for you. He does have feelings for you. This is the King of Cups. So he is a soulmate. He doesn't at this point in time, but at this point in time, Spirit's also pointing out that even though there's love, and he might be in like your soul family, the energies are not aligning in the short term. And this might also, so again, for the way I read Feisty, is the way spirit guides and stuff send messages to me. It's sometimes what your spirit guides want you to hear. So, sometimes you go to readers and you'll ask a question and they'll like be like, blah, 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 this is the answer. The thing is, it's not really the answer, because it's only what spirit and universe wants you to know, or wants me to know, or wants us to know at this time. So maybe spirit like doesn't want you to know something, so they're not going to tell you, you know what I mean? And they're just going to show us the cards the way they want you to know, because they know what kind of decisions they want you to make. And the thing is, especially if you're really intuitive and you're connected to your guides and stuff like that, which I think most of the people here are, and I think, you and even stuff are, but right now, it's like drawing focus away. Spirit's reminding you right now that there's not, like, it's not easy going between you and PJ right now. Like, they don't, like, it's hard right now. It's going to be sad. It's hard for you. This person can't look you in the eyes. Like, this person is having a hard time. They almost hold themselves back from deepening the connection, but they also do enough just to keep it going. Ugh. Not because they're like trying to trick you. It's just they don't want to let you go. Let's get you it's not an advice, but let's get you. Is it advice? What are we asking for here, Spirit? Are we asking for advice about PJ, or are we asking what? Okay, we're gonna pull a card for you. Give us a card for Feisty regarding her question. She's asked this question about this person she feels such a strong draw to, the Taurus. So what's some advice for her? Oh, sorry, this is from a different deck. How'd this end up in here? Okay, sorry. Push through any insecurity. So then when I was shuffling, I asked for you. So not so much for about is PJ, like, because we see that he is soul family, but Spirit's guiding you away from this. And so we have first quarter moon in Cancerian and push through any insecurity. They don't want you to stay stagnant in this PJ energy. And your spirit guides are almost telling you to do that without like bad mouthing him. They're like, look, we're not going to say PJ's a good guy or a bad guy. We're not talking about Feisty and Feisty's personality. We're just telling Feisty that we don't want her to stagnate right now. And, should go look at the water. No, just looking at the she should go look at the water. But, like if you have fears, if there's specific things you're scared to say to him, or there's things you're like you're saying you're not feeling this pull with the Gemini, but they're just saying, just keep going, just like take each step at a time and just see where the path leads you. I think that's what Spirit's trying to say at the bottom of the deck. So you have know your worth also. So just they just want you to keep moving. Normally that is a card of movement in the traditional tarot. And actually I split the deck. It said open up to change. They want you to focus on this Gemini person for now, but they wanted to do it without bad mouthing PJ. So anyway, that's what I have for you. Feisty. So thank you for allowing me to kind of look into this connection a little bit. Yeah, they're like guiding you away from this. Like they're telling you a little bit about PJ. They're telling you this guy has a little bit of issues, like, you know, nothing bad. And, you know, it is a real connection. You feel what you feel. He feels what he feels. But they're like, I think they're worried that if they say, yes, he feels the same way, they don't want you to wait or something, you know, like that kind of thing. I don't know why I'm doing this. Yeah, they don't want you to wait. Anyway, so that's what I have. Well, thank you for coming. I'm glad that I was able to meet you today, that you stuck around. I appreciate you trusting me to read your energy, and certainly come back and update me and let me know what's going on. I hope things, you know, maybe, you know, flourish with the Gemini, or this PJ person like has an epiphany. The PJ does seem sensitive though. Is that accurate? Like I feel that he's like he has a sensitive, well, often people who are guarded do though, I guess, but there's more in him or his history or something like that. Like I feel a more layered, like when I try to read his energy through you, there's like layers to it. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but it leads me to think it's not that simple. So anyway, okay, thank you for everyone who joined me today. I'll get back to you later, Stara. I'm sorry if you didn't get on the free list, but if you show, or who was it? I can't remember. Oh, okay. If there's anybody here who was on, I think it's just me and Feisty. But if there was anybody here right now before I sign off, if they wanted one quick question, I will answer. He is sensitive between. Yeah, I feel the baggage. I am telling you, I don't know if you can go back and listen to it. I feel the baggage. Like he has stuff. Like, and I don't know if it's family stuff or relationship stuff. And you have to be careful. Those types of relationships can bring like the person involved with it down. Okay, if there's anybody here who wanted a quick card pull, I'm going to give you 10 seconds and then I'm signing off. Okay, thank you so much, Feisty. Please come back and let me know. I hope things work out for you. I hope things work out for everybody. Yes, good night to you as well. Is it already nighttime where you are? Oh, God. I mean, it's nighttime here, of course. It's nighttime all over North America, but it's later. Oh, I'm going crazy. Okay. Okay, so no one's here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to sign up. I always wonder when it says a few people are still watching. I'm like, who's watching? Okay, I am going to close this. 8:33. Ah, okay. That's like the middle of the continent or something. I'm in Canada, so that's what we're very concerned with geography. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go save. Oops. All right. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like cleaning up my thing here. I'm going to close it. Okay. Good night. Okay. So bye, everyone. Take care.